What is up? Welcome Saturday morning. Anzo and Brian, the rewind. Heal up, will up, bring it back, come rewind. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, people? What is going on? Welcome, welcome. We are here. Another episode of the Rewind. Biggaford, Bryon The Grizzly's in the house. Tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Yo, on 1/3 Spoiler Kings, we go live Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturday nights. On Saturday morning, I'm with this man over here, Anzo, on the Rewind. But check out our From stuff that's going to be coming, guys. So we got a lot of it.
Absolutely. And thank you for saying that because I see a lot of people putting out some content with their theories on season 4. And I just want everybody to know that me and Brian predicted a lot of the stuff that they talking about now first. All right. So we're just going to make sure we put that out there so people know that we are the first ones to come up with some of these things. Go through the chat real quick, see who is in the house. We got Fernando said, "What's up, good fellas? What's up, brother?" Said Toy Story trailer was fire. I haven't watched
It
it yet.
was. It
I
was.
definitely will watch it. Having French toast with eggs Benedict. Now that's a fire breakfast. 100.
So he has a fire breakfast, but when I say I got grits, eggs, and sausage, you say, what the hell is that grit stuff? What the
Yeah,
hell's
because I
wrong with
know
you?
nobody care about no damn grits over here, bro. We
Even in the
Canadians.
comments, guys, either of y'all like grits, just let them know. Let them know.
No, I know I'm gonna get slammed in the chat now because I know everybody will be like, yeah, Brian, we like grits. Mm. Seeing Woody with a bald spot
All
is
spot was
crazy.
crazy. It was.
Hey, Brian and Anzo, how you guys doing today? What's up, Collector? How you doing? Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. It's always a pleasure. We doing good. Are you going to talk about House of Dragons season 3 and doing the trailer? If there's a trailer, yeah, we'll do
Definitely.
the trailer for sure,
Yeah.
100%. I know you a big House of Dragons fan. I know Danny's
Mhm.
one too because he's in the chat, and
I already added up.
I'm gonna have to trash it. I'm just saying.
Dude, I gotta tell you that this trailer is intense, man. It's a lot of death. It is you feel the war. All right. We'll see. We'll see.
I've been reading for the last few days. Wow, you can put a couple words together. I got you. I got you,
Hey,
collector. All right.
everyone who has comments like me that knows stuff like me, yeah, we read. This is what we do. I was reading right before we came on.
The title of your book say ABCs 1, 2, 3s. Okay, I got you.
I ain't Floyd Mayweather. What you talking about, brother?
I've been reading the last few days Star Wars Rebellion Rising. It deals with Jin from Star Wars Rogue One after Soul comes and gets her after her father was taken by the Empire. You know what? Rogue One sucked and no one cares. And you know what's good? Because I was watching a video the other day and I heard that Dave Filoni doesn't like Andor. And I was like, all right, brother, there we go. That's
That's
what
how
I'm
I knew.
talking about. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's how I
talking
knew I liked him right there. That's what it was.
Facts. And her mother killed. I got you. Guess what? Next Friday is Pokemon Day. It will be the 30-year anniversary of Pokemon. Interesting.
Dude,
Did you
my
get?
my nephew collects Pokemon cards, and I didn't realize how big it was.
Mm-hmm.
It is huge. It's
Oh, Pokemon.
unbelievable
Yeah,
how
yeah,
big this thing is.
yeah. 100%.
Unbelievable.
100%. One of the biggest animes. I think it still is the biggest anime that's out there right now. Is like Pokemon. And I know all these other stuff are coming out, but Pokemon has all like games, the cards, the cartoons. Like it's always been up there. Did you guys hear that Paramount is considering buying Peacock? Really? Because I know we were going to talk about the Warner Brothers stuff, and we decided we had other topics that we wanted to put in there first. But they opened up the market for Paramount to get them again or put in a higher bid, and we'll see how that
Yep.
goes. I think it's just trying to
Fi
get as
They
much
got
money
5
as they
days.
can. Yeah, they're
Exactly.
trying to get as much money as they can out of that deal, bro.
Because they have to make so what Paramount will have to pay over what Netflix gives them, even with the selling of the other companies, plus another $20 million.
Yeah, that's
20
crazy.
billion. Sorry, 20 billion.
because if the deal, remember there was a stipulation, if either side like backs out of the deal, they got to pay, right? So that's what we're talking
Mhm.
about here. Um, if they don't get their hands on Warner Brothers, they're going after Peacock. Peacock is not even as close to as big, but I mean, they just want to be in this kind of area where we're talking about. And I've watched House of Dragons season 3 trailer at least 10 times already. Wow.
Dude, it's fire. I ain't gonna sit there and hate on it. It's fire as hell.
You don't hate
It's,
on anything anyway, so we're not even
this
doing
is
that. You like
this
it?
is what he does, guys. This is gonna be a all hate show.
Oh,
All hate
100%.
all
Oh,
day, all
yes.
the show. All the
Yes.
hate's coming right
Yes.
here.
Yes. Biggaford is going to be in perfect form today. Because, well, there's one thing I'm not going to hate on. I might hate on it a little bit just for one reason, but we'll see.
Okay.
I don't want a reboot of X Files. I'm sorry if they're gonna do a reboot of
Wow.
X Files. At least put out a complete series on 4K so people can get, because the Blu-ray set is expensive. Here, read that, Annie.
4K is gonna be more expensive than Blu-ray though.
Then Blu-ray, yeah, 100%. What the heck? I know it's BP time again, man. Yeah, I know.
We
What's
were
up, Mama
doing
Bear?
something. Good
Yes,
Lord, Danny.
yes, yes, yes. What's up, Mama Bear? How you doing? Collector said, and plus I
Morning.
grew up with the original X-Files. I could never picture anyone else playing X-Files characters than David Duchovny and Julian Anderson. I got you.
See now that gets into get a chance to talk about it. It's been what 7 minutes and 12 seconds. Recast T'Challa because we don't need just one person being the entire character. We don't need it. That's not what we need.
Wait, where's the timer? There's no timer on there? Yeah, there's 7 minutes and 20 something seconds, and boom, we got a T'Challa sighting. I'm late. I'm always late. Really, Danny? Really? What's up, Anik Jones? How you doing? Anik Jones said I hate grits. Man, Anik Jones, my brother.
No, see exactly. So you talk about Nick with all his stuff all the time, but then he finally says, "I hate grits." Now you're like, "Oh, he's right. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable."
yeah, and Anik Jones. You know what? Anik Jones is on point. I gotta admit that Anik Jones is
And
on
now,
point, right?
Nick. So remember now, whenever he says he hates on you, remember Anzo just said Nick Jones is on point. We already know this is what he thinks.
Maybe for like the 10 minutes, first 10 minutes of the show, but I know some other crap is gonna come up where I'm gonna have to like disown him. But for right now, Anik Jones, you're doing great, man. Good job. Keep it up. Mom Bear said grits is American, 100%. Here's Danny.
It's a Southern American thing, exactly.
Danny's
It's
from
a
the
fire.
South, so of course he's gonna like grits, right? You black people in your slave mentality, right? That's what
You
they
know,
used to
grits.
feed the slaves because they wouldn't give them real food, and you guys are loving off that slave food. Wait, is it chitlins next?
No, yeah, we don't even have to do chitlins. But first of all, it's so Southern that you go to a Waffle House, you go to all those places, they have grits. White people eat grits. White people eat grits, especially in the South.
Yeah, I know, but they said I don't even know what grits is. Collector movie man, you on point two, brother. Good job. That's what I'm talking about. See, we can always connect on certain things, man. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, you guys could be wrong. It's okay.
Knights of the Seven Kingdom might get a yearly drop now.
Yes.
A
Yes.
book?
So Knights of the Seven Kingdom, the Knights of the Seven Kingdom is the show that comes on Sunday. HBO, which is another Game of Thrones spinoff. It is fire, by the way. It's unbelievable. And because it's getting so much like play in this, we are probably gonna get, I'm gonna guess 7 seasons of this. This is what I'm gonna guess.
Wow. Oh, Knights of the Seven Kingdom. Okay, yeah, the
Yeah.
show. I'm talking about show. Okay, sure. Greats are fire. Stop tripping. What the hell is a great, Danny?
Said grits. Come on,
No,
stop
no,
hating on
that's
Danny.
greats. That's
Stop
greats. What the hell is a
hating
greats, Danny?
on Danny.
I mean, if you're
Oh my
saying
god.
Anzo is great, I agree with that. Yes, I'm great and
No
fire.
one
I got
says
you.
that. No one says that.
He said Southern people eat roadkill, so grits is a no. Yeah, I
if
got you.
if you think you kill grits and that's what you're eating, then maybe the problem is you. So if that's where you think the grits are coming from.
Grits is like porridge made with cornmeal instead of oats. The
Oats.
Italians call it
Polenta.
polenta.
She's right.
I hate, I
She's right.
hate porridge. Porridge is disgusting. I do not like porridge.
Grits
Ugh,
are closer to oatmeal than it is to porridge. But
don't
no,
like.
I mean it's right in between. It's right in between. But oatmeal's fire too. I don't know what y'all talking about, man.
I don't like oatmeal either. Oatmeal is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
Southern people eat roadkill, so grits is on par
on
with
par
their
with their
meals.
meals. I
Collector and
mean, you know
answer.
what, Anik? No, Anik, you don't get to eat any fried chicken either. The fried chicken is no longer in your
No, no,
diet. You're not allowed to have no,
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 we ain't
no,
doing that.
no. Y'all
We
don't
ain't
like the southern stuff. I don't want y'all to have no sweet tea. Y'all don't get no fried chicken. Y'all don't get no chicken, chicken sandwiches. I don't want no spicy chicken coming out your mouth. Y'all don't get none of it. No,
I ain't eating no
nope.
sweet tea, drinking no sweet tea either. So you're good. You're good on that one. Collector and Onzo don't know how sex felt until they tried it for the first time. Now I know because he's at least is hooked on it. Really, Danny? No, grits is nasty, just like
It's like
roadkill.
okay. No,
Facts.
I know what you're saying, Anik, but I'm telling you, if you don't like southern stuff, you don't get to have none of our southern stuff. None of it.
I like
Take it
cream of
all
wheat
back.
and peach oatmeal. Okay, I got you. Dutch oatmeal is fire. We use milk instead of water. No wallpaper paste for breakfast. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I
exactly.
also don't put water. I don't use water in my oatmeal either. I also put milk in my grits. Because what is I mean grits in my oatmeal? Oatmeal is just hot cereal basically. So if
Mhm.
that's the case, I eat my cereal with milk, not with water. So I'm going to make it with milk. It's creamy. That's the point.
Yeah, we know you like it creamy, right? Anyways, guys, we're gonna get into the first topic. Let's do it.
You the white milk stuff. Come on, man. Talk about that's you.
I never said I don't like cream.
Yeah, that's true. We did say kryptonite.
Oh my lord, I think we went a little bit too far on that one. So we're getting into the next topic. Let's get it. Oh, I forgot to share the screen because I was showing Brian something, but we'll click here. Boom, share this one. All right. So, guys, the first topic is something Collector said in the chat where he said he doesn't want to see an X File reboot. So, first off, before we get into the topic, Brian, what are your thoughts on a reboot?
So I love X Files. I really do, and I love the Covenant. I mean, I love the truth is out there. I love the idea of it. It's weird that Ryan Coogler is the one doing it. Like, if you would said Jordan Peele is doing X Files, I'd be like, this is going to be phenomenal. This is going to be phenomenal, right? But the fact is, Ryan Coogler is doing it is like, to me, like, is this going to work? I don't know. I mean, how many fathers are going to die? Like, I don't know how this is going to work, but he is creative enough. He has great insight in a lot of things. I mean, he is really a craftsman in his realm. So I'm going to believe it's going to be good until I see it's not.
100%. Danny said, what happened to the sound? Can you guys hear us? Let
Yeah,
me know if you guys can hear us because it seems like my mic is going and everything.
yeah,
Maybe
mine's.
it's maybe it's just your cheap ass internet over there in South Carolina, Danny. But I was gonna say this because I do agree with you. I was like, Jordan Peele would have probably been a better fit for this, right? So Ryan Coogler is I mean, I like Ryan Coogler. I was watching Fruitvale Station last week.
Mhm.
Still a great movie. You know
Yep.
what I mean? The way that movie is put together. So I'm not thinking he can't do it. I just think Jordan Peele would have been a better fit. But let's get into this real quick. Ryan Coogler sci-fi reboot of The X-Files gets a huge casting update. Ryan Coogler had a banner year in 2025 thanks to the horror juggernaut Sinners, which I like a lot more now because of them haters out there. So thank you very much, haters, which extended the Academy Award nominated film's remake Remarkable Street. Already celebrated for his work on the acclaimed Black Panther and Creed franchise, Kruger's latest outing proved that he could command a horror genre with equal authority. Sinners didn't just perform well, it resonated deeply with horror fans, and this recent success of intensified anticipation around the upcoming project, particularly his long gastration. Gastrated reboot of the beloved sci-fi The X-Files, which now has fans watching closely for any new updates. So first off, Sinners was not really a horror movie.
Um, It's not a vampire movie.
Ah, yeah,
It's
I say
it can
that
still
too.
be horror in the horror genre, but vampire, no.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, you're correct on that one. Coogler has had X Files reboot in his sight for some time, but recently he's been more open about where things stand. The filmmaker has officially confirmed that the revival will be his next focus following Sinners, and he's already deep into the writing process. I'm in deep now. Today's a good day, he said previously on working on the script. Been a lot of days that weren't so good. Kruger admits that crafting and drafting hasn't been without anxiety. There are times when I wish I could just separate and have a day where I'm not anxious about having to deliver this draft, he shared candidly. And Fortunately, he's not navigating the weight alone. He also has shared that original series executive Vince Gilligan has been a source of guidance as he works to bring the iconic sci-fi mystery back to life. So far, no official casting announcement have been made for the reboot, and Kluger has been tight-lipped about it, declining to confirm swirling rumors that Daniel Deadwaller, Station 11, I'm not sure who that is, has been attached to the lead. However, it appears some progress has been made behind the scenes casting. Um, as it regards casting, as a new report is confirmed that veteran Hollywood casting director Francine Maisler has now tapped to assemble the new ensemble. The project marks another collaboration between Meisler and Kugler following their recent work on Sinners, while the task of finding a replacement for Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny would be daunting for anyone. It's hard to
Mhm.
imagine a better person for the job given Masler's impressive track record working on over 120 movies and TV shows. So, Brian, what are your thoughts?
It's not just gonna be casting, it's going to be more the idea that they have to be a partnership, and you have to believe in this partnership, and that's gonna be difficult in itself. Um, can they do it? I do believe they can. Will they be able to do it as well? I'm not sure. I do I am concerned overall about it.
And again, I can understand why he has anxiety because it's like a TV show that is beloved by a lot of people, and now you're going
Mhm.
and doing a reboot, and with all the success he has, if he does a X Files reboot and it's not good, people are going to
Exactly.
forget about all that good success you did, and all they're going to talk about is how bad the X-File reboot was, and we never
Mhm.
should have did this reboot, and we didn't do need this reboot. Now, here's the question: the reboot is a TV series he's doing or a movie?
And I feel like it's a movie, and that's kind of worrying.
Yeah,
Because I think the details of the X Files it's only good because you have it in that context of a TV show that you could go and dive in. The truth is out there. I'm actually going to get into all this stuff. It's hard doing that without those type of things. I don't know how that's going to work.
it's going to be weird because you get to flesh out a lot more when you're doing a TV series than an actual movie, right? So now you're going to do a
Mhm.
reboot where you have to set up all these characters again. You got to set up everything. I wonder if he's going to put Michael B. Jordan as the as the lead. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, why not? It's been working, right? They've been
No,
doing
you're
so much
right.
movies together. You might as well just throw in Michael B. Jordan in there somewhere. And if he's not in there as the lead, he's definitely going to be in there somewhere, 100%.
But you have to have great chemistry, and that's the thing I worry. And you have to
Hmm.
be someone who you feel like is going to be very inquisitive. And the idea of the of X Files honestly makes me feel like it has to be someone who has a little monotone, interesting but monotone, and more of a detective type of thing. So, I mean, I don't know, man. This is going to be difficult.
100%. I'm down for it though. I love the X Files like you did. I think when they put in Robert Patrick, it kind of lost its flavor for me. You know what I mean? I didn't like
Yeah.
that casting at all. But again, for the first couple of seasons, X Files was the show, right? If you thought Stranger Things was big, X Files was huge when it first came out. You know what I mean? Like this show killed it, and it did it for how many seasons? 4 or 5 seasons. That was really good TV. You know. So, but I hope he does it.
Oh,
What the
shit.
hell?
What happened?
We just lost something there. Brian, were you messing around there in the background, bro? Huh? You trying to
I ain't
mess
clicked
with my
nothing.
stream?
I was like, what's going on?
We just okay. There we go. The background is back. All right. Don't ask me, guys. It just disappeared. But at the end of the day, I think that I think he can pull it off. He does do a lot of good stuff when it comes to these movies. I know a lot of people thought Sinners was great, so I am gonna have faith that he's gonna do a good job. But I would have preferred Jordan Peele.
Yeah. I mean, but is X Files really horror?
Horror
That's
drama,
kind of like,
kind of.
mm-hmm. It's
You know
more,
what I
but
mean?
I don't even know. It's a more mystery. It's a
That
lot of
too.
detective stuff, you
Hmm.
know. So like, he probably could do a wonderful job with this, even though there were things that were shock value that kind of hit you, and you're like, oh, hit you a little bit. But I don't know if that's necessarily what it's going to be. But it has to be great writing, and I think Ryan Coogler does a great job with his writing. He's in depth, and it's probably going to take him a long time because he does go through layers. He doesn't just
Hmm.
jump on something. He makes sure that this quality before it goes out. So as much as I give him a hard time and stuff, because of I just feel like every black father that can't make it past it in a movie. He is incredible,
I agree.
and I don't want that to be not understood.
No, I agree with you 100%. We'll have to wait and see, right? Maybe we'll get a first trailer in a couple years, a year or two, and we'll realize, oh, this is going to be great. Or we'll realize, now maybe we shouldn't have done this. So, but guys in the chat, let us know what you think. Are you guys excited for an X Files reboot? Danny, especially you, I would like to hear if you wanna see this X Files reboot because think you were a fan of X Files. I can't remember. But guys in the chat, let us know what you think. We're gonna go through the comments real quick and then move on to the next topic. Nick Jones, of course, said, "LOL, it's Danny's 2008 Dell PC."
But Windows 95, like,
Facts.
you hear when he signs on, go doo doo boo doo doo boo doo. Ooh.
Facts. Danny's still using dial-up. Wow, how many fathers are gonna die? As many fathers as he puts in
Mm,
the movie. Right? Any black no, and black fathers. We gotta specify it's black fathers, not just fathers, because white fathers get to survive in his shit. It's just the black fathers you gotta kill out.
so bad.
Nick Jones, y'all need to see Primate. It's a good old school jump scare horror film. Really, I'll
That's
check it
exactly what I
out.
heard. Exactly what I heard.
I don't know if I want an X Files without Mulder and Scully. Um,
Hmm.
I think if they reboot it, they'll probably be named Mulder and Scully. You'll just get different actors doing it, right?
Would
Which
you want that, or would you want like David Duchovny to be like do guest spots in it to kind of push on like the story of it, the legacy of it, and so like there's more truth out there because he is kind of the one who introduces it, and then
well,
goes
I
on
always
from there.
I always like when they do stuff like that, right? Where they put in like the old characters. And I think the show, the remake, Leap, I like that show.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it would have been so much better if they had Scott Bakula in the background, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're still trying to save him and stuff like that if he was actually in it. But yeah, so I like when they do that. So if they bring out Anderson and David, I would be fine with it. 100%. 100%. But now the question is, when we talk about reboot, is it going to be a full on reboot? Is it going to be like a soft reboot? Because I was watching a video and someone's like, it's the X Files. You don't need to reboot it. You can continue
Mm-hmm.
the story. You know what I mean? This is something where it's a reboot, but it's still a continuation to the story
Mm-hmm.
that we had. So I think that would be a better way to go.
Yeah, I agree.
I was obsessed with X Files back in the day. Yeah, I used to watch it all the time.
You had
I
to. I
keep,
mean, you had to know what the hell happened that night.
hmm I think it was one of the best shows on TV at the time. I keep seeing that that the X Files is a series. Okay, okay.
It has
If
to be
it's
right. I mean,
I think so. I think it's better. I think it works better as a series because when they did those two movies, I didn't like them. I did not like those
mm,
movies. Those movies felt like just long episodes, you know? Yeah, Ryan should have left that franchise alone and just do original IP because people will find a way to hate on it even if it's good. Oh, 100%. Man, you
you're not
know,
wrong.
it's funny because Sinners was like a masterpiece until it started winning all those awards. Next thing you know, all these people who said it was good, Sinners is not the best thing. You know what I mean? Like, so
Because we
this
know what they are all about.
facts, facts. The Smoking Man was one of the best. Facts, 100%. I used to love the Smoking Man. I used to love him. What's up? He said, Biggaford Entertainment. What's up, fella? James Gunn debunked all the Batman 3 and DC Batman stuff. Really? Okay.
Yeah, so he talked about a lot of this stuff, but he didn't talk about. So we're going to talk about that. We'll talk about that later. So
Got you.
we'll
I'll
get on
actually start that one and come back to that one later. Um, you're talking about spooky ish, and spooky ish happens. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Quantum Leap was fire as well. Yeah, I thought
I
it was
agree.
good too. I thought the original show was good, and I thought the remake wasn't too bad either. You know, so X Files has one of the most iconic theme musics ever. Agreed. X File movie was fire. No, X File movie was boring. It was bad. It was bad. And the second one was worse. I love X Files. I even saw the movies in theater. So did I. The new Smoking Man will be like Onzo.
Anzo.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
but but we ain't smoking cigs. We got the big heads. You know what I mean? We got blunts rolled up in there. That's the Smoking Man I'm gonna be. Never watched the Edge Files. Just watched one or two episodes and thought it was crap. Oh my god! Here
See?
we go.
No. You have to agree with him.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'll plead the fifth on this
You
one. All
have to
right.
agree with him. This is what I'm saying. You have to agree with him. That's it. You said how genius he is right now, so now you have to agree with Nick. Let's go.
I
We
plead the
now know
fifth.
where he stands. Yeah,
I
we
plead.
know where you.
You know what? I listen. I can't even sit here and say like I want to agree with him because Anik be trashing me so much that yes, this is a horrible take, Anik. All right, you had one good take earlier, and you had another bad take. How many more bad takes we gonna have on this show today? All right, let's count them out. That's one. You're one for one.
Well, I'm gonna start counting your bad takes too. So let's
Bro,
grits. That's
you
one.
can't you can't throw your co-host under the bus, man. What are we doing here?
You
We
just
can't be
did it with
doing
my
that.
grits, man. What are you talking about? It's been 5
Well,
minutes.
I mean, it is on my channel this week, so I should be able to do so, right? Next week when
He's
it's on
right.
your channel, then you can do something. But right now,
That's
we doing
right.
this.
That's right.
There was an episode of X File that was so violent that they had to take it off the air. Um, and I think there was another one that was kind of controversial that they either didn't show or like kind of like messed it up. Said you understood what I meant. Yeah, 100%. Definitely.
So,
Definitely.
I mean what you know. I mean what you know.
But guys, we are going to move on to the next topic. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the X File movie and or TV series, whichever one we're getting, and we will move on to the next one. All right. So Brian over here, we got the topic up there. Let's do it.
All right, The Burbs gets warm welcome with nearly 1 billion minutes viewed since launch as reboot lands among top Peacock scripted original debuts. Who saw that coming? Who had it on their bingo
So
card?
so wait, hold on. Before we get this started, all right, before we get this article started, I was the one that was telling you guys to watch the Burbs because I think it's gonna be good. I told you that. It was me. C'est moi. Thank you. And I watched it, and I didn't think it was that good.
The
It's
next
crazy.
topic for Anzo to hate on. There we go. All right. Audiences have given The Burbs a warm welcome on Peacock. The suburban horror comedy has generated nearly a 1 billion viewing minutes since premiering on February 8th. Kiki Palmer-led comedy series ranked at as Nielsen's number 2 streaming
Wow.
original during its full week of availability from February 9th through 16th, per NBC Universal. Nielsen won't release that report for another few weeks, at which time more content will be available to see how that stacks up against the entire streaming ecosystem. NBCU, NBCU is crazy. First touted The Burbs with a small mention at the end of the Super Bowl. Was it 4, was it 50? I think it was 50.
50,
50
yeah.
ratings press release because all 8 episodes landed on streaming post game. It had the highest day one for a Peacock original ever. And in fact, the
Wow.
best launch day for any new streaming original series in 2026 based on minutes viewed per Nielsen. Crazy.
Well, I
The
mean, it
Burbs
was only
perform.
February, right? So
Yeah,
there wasn't
that's
that
true.
much that
That's
came
true.
out.
Hey, there's been a lot of shows that have been coming out, and if they could continue through April, then that's something really you're cooking with grease because we're
Yeah,
about to get some of the best shows of all time. I mean,
agree.
Paradise is about to land. Then we're gonna get
Yes,
Invincible. We're about to get the Boys. We're getting a lot of stuff.
yes,
So Daredevil,
yes,
it's
yes.
it's about to be crazy here.
Yep.
Um, the Birds performance was most likely supported by sports was the likely strongly supported by sports driven audiences to the platform. In addition to the Super Bowl 50, the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics kick off in February 6th. February 8th marked Peacock's best day ever in terms of both reach and hours stream. Wow.
Hmm.
The Birds seemingly capitalized on the momentum, becoming the top original scripted season ever on Peacock in terms of overall reach through its first 9 days on the platform. On social content related to the Burbs has generated 32 million video views across all Peacock accounts. I'm gonna leave it right there. So
Wow.
though this is a lot of other stuff, what is your thoughts about this? The Burbs, man, is this really something, or is it all Super Bowl hype, or was it just the best thing that we saw on the Super Bowl because their commercials were terrible?
So first off, I gotta put a disclaimer because even though and I see in the chat, it's like, oh, of course I didn't like the verse. I didn't say I didn't like it, but I do have to go back and watch it because I was doing other things while it was on, right? But I love Kiki Palmer. I think she's great. I think she's funny. I think she's a great actress. And I'm gonna say this: Kiki Palmer for Rogue. Yeah, I know, I
No,
know.
no.
But I think this is good, right? Because again, we talk about remakes and all this stuff, and when you do a remake and it's not that much different than the original, but it is kind of different, right? Original was a movie, this is a sequel. But when you do something like this and you get praise, that's
Mhm.
always a good thing because it's people usually say, oh, don't touch my stuff and don't touch this and we don't need to do that. So when you do remake something, it has to be good. And I always like original stuff like this, especially led by a black woman or a black man, to do well. So I'm happy for this.
I'm excited by the fact that she is doing well on Peacock. Even though saying I'm the best on Peacock reminds me of, you have seen that guy going woo, and then you pan out and realize he's on the bottom rank of
Yeah.
everything
Mm.
because that's what Peacock is. I mean, if you're thinking about Peacock and your name is streaming services, Peacock doesn't come up usually at all. So not
Hmm.
even like last, just doesn't come up. So it's not saying much. But that's the new world we're in. So that's when we're talking about Paramount buying Peacock. This is why we're even discussing that because I think all these streaming services need to band together.
Agreed. Agreed. And then put
And
all of
Paramount's
all
going.
yes,
I want
we
Paramount.
need we want one streaming service where we don't have to pay for 8 different streaming services at $20 a month when we're paying the same price for streaming services that we would be paying for if we had actual cable.
I was gonna say, let's do this. Let's get all streaming services under one platform, right? Let's put it all under one thing and give you a box there, baby, that you access all their channels all the time. And then we can have programming that actually shows when it's going to come out, so you can kind of schedule your day so you can watch all the stuff and then play it if you want to play it later, or
100%.
have it all on cable again.
100%. Bro, 100%. Because it gets to a point where it's like, I don't. Okay, so we don't have Peacock here. I think we do have Peacock here, or one of the two, Paramount. One of the two we have here. I don't think we have Peacock, but we have Paramount. But either or, I'm not paying for these other services anymore. Right? I'm gonna take the major one: Disney Plus, Netflix, Prime, and I have Crave. That's it. I don't need anymore. If anything else comes out there, I'm gonna watch it on Onzo Vision because that's $20 a month. Well, Netflix is like 30, right, for me here.
Yeah.
So every other one's $20 a month and then $30 a month for next one. That's 4 services.
Bro, I don't even know how much I pay for TV anymore. I don't even know anymore. You know? Yeah, I have Hulu Live, so that's like 82, and then got Netflix without the commercial, so that's like 25, and then you got Prime, and then I got MGM through Prime, and then I have, I mean, just it goes on, and
Mm-hmm.
Paramount and HBO Max, and then like
Mm-hmm.
if I really want to break it down, I probably wouldn't be happy. So it's just
Facts.
how things are going.
Facts.
But I am happy that a horror comedy will do so well,
Me too.
and I hope that that genre kind of comes back because that's stuff that you like watching and talking and breaking down.
Oh man, there are movies that people like House. Remember that movie House?
Yep.
People forget about those type of movies, and I love those horror genre type of movies, right? So I think that this would be great start to bring some of those things back. Maybe do reboots of them or different telling. I'm down for that. So I agree with you. Anytime we can bring back a genre that's kind of been missing for a long time, I'm down for that because it has been missing for a long time. Like I can't really think of the last good horror comedy movie.
Good. I mean, they do release stuff like Five Nights at Freddy's is what that is. I mean, that's the high idea behind it.
That was
Um,
garbage, though.
but people love it because they're starving for something that's that way. You know,
Yeah.
you're looking for something that's going to have that horror comedy genre. So if it's
Hmm.
something that you know and you follow and it's just on, they're going to watch it. So now give us something quality and then let us all watch it and then let's see what happens to it.
And you know it's funny when you talk about that too, right? Because I think it was Roberto I was talking to, where he's like, "Oh man, why is everything superhero movies?" You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Mhm.
"It's not really, but they're so dominated by the media and everything that you think that's all that's out there is
Mhm.
these superhero movies." You know what I mean? Like they're dominating, and I think that other genres, horror movies, horror comedies, you know what I mean, need to come back and give it more of a wider landscape.
Yeah, no, I think so. This is what we're thinking. So I think we are right on par. But I want to ask a question before we get into the comments.
Hmm.
What is Kiki Palmer's best movie?
Ooh, I know they're saying Nope. I didn't like Nope
Oh,
personally.
I love No, but that's not the very best movie.
I don't think it's her best movie either. I
What's
liked
what's
her.
her first movie?
I don't remember.
You guys don't remember Akilah and the Bee?
Aquila and the Beat. I don't even think I watched that one, bro.
Really?
No.
Look it up. Look at Akilah and the Bee, and look
I'm looking at
how
it
old she
now.
was.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
critically
How,
acclaimed. It was one of the best movies that came out. She did an amazing job. She came out swinging. Kiki Palmer came out swinging. I don't think I've ever seen
okay, yeah,
anything
yeah,
that
I
I
remember this
don't
movie.
like. I don't think I've ever seen her do anything I didn't like. You know, yeah,
Wow, look
maybe I
how
didn't want her in
young
it.
she is.
Yes, look how young she is and how wonderful she was. You have to watch that movie again. Keelan and B is fire,
Yeah,
and she
yeah,
did a
I
great
did.
job.
There's the spelling bee one, right?
Yep, yep,
Yeah, yeah,
yep.
I seen this. I seen this. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, when did this movie come out?
I'm gonna guess 98, 97, something like that.
Release date 2006.
2006. Wow, really? Wow, she's
She's
really young.
young.
She's really young. I was out of college when Keelan and the Bee came out. I was done with school.
Wow, I didn't know. I thought she was older than that.
I thought that Kiki Palmer at this point was about at least 30, but
But you
she's
know
not.
what?
She is
Oh, Oh, I think
20.
that if it's any black, like, because we talk about Tiana Taylor or whatever, I think she is the one that should be the next breakout female actress. It's her.
100%.
I think she has range. I think
Mhm.
she's funny. She's a great actress. So I think she should be the one that gets to push over Tiana Taylor. I don't.
I agree.
I don't think she is good enough. But hold on, I'm looking at her movie list here. Oh, okay. She got a good list. So let's hope she gets even more with that.
One starring stuff. She deserves to be a star.
Yes, agreed, agreed. She was in Hustlers.
Oh, 100%.
I don't remember her
You
in
don't
that.
remember that? Yeah, her and Jennifer Lopez. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
bruh. Yeah, she definitely was in it.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one because I don't remember her in
Remember
there.
how young she is before you say all that.
Hey, whatever, man. You know what I mean? Eight to 80. You know what I mean? I'm
That
just
is
joking,
not
guys.
my. I
I'm just
know
joking, guys. I'm just
that's
joking.
only
Don't cancel
this
me.
man's opinion. No, no, Harvey Weinstein in here. No, not me. I'm good. But that is our thoughts on the new Burbs. It was fire. I can't believe that it did so well. I'm glad for 1,000,000,000 minutes. That sounds great, right? So
Mhm.
let's go
Let me
support it.
ask you this
Let's watch it.
before you go. Let me ask you this.
Mhm.
Right? Was it on your radar to watch before you seen this article?
Oh, no, yes, because I talked about it with you.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were gonna watch it or not because I was like, oh yeah, I think it looks good, but I wasn't sure if you were gonna watch it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish it. I'm gonna go back and watch it from the beginning because, like I said, I wasn't really paying that much attention to it, but I'll go back and watch it.
All right. Well, guys, that's our thoughts. So let's jump into the comments real quick and see what you guys are saying. I probably shouldn't have said the last thing about Anzo because that's going to be the thing that's going to the thing that sticks with everybody.
Hey, listen, you know me, ain't no shame in my game, bro. I'm good.
Collector says there's an
Oh,
episode of
no,
X
we got
Files.
that.
All right,
We got that one.
I know that one.
Here we go.
Shrimp and grits is definitely not in Anzo's meal. Shrimp and grits is fire. That
Cockroaches of the sea. Mm-mm.
Oh my god. No X Files TV series remake. Okay. I got you. The Birds with Tom Hanks is 1,000,000 times better.
Ooh, I liked the movie. I liked The Burbs with Tom Hanks. I thought it was really funny. I have to go back and compare, but I don't want to compare
I
either.
don't
You know
want to
what I mean?
compare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to compare either. The Burbs was the Burbs, and this is something totally
It's
different. So
also not fair. Tom Hanks, in my opinion, is a top 5 actor ever.
of all time, yeah,
You're
yeah.
listening. If you got past 5 and you haven't said Tom Hanks, you're wrong. So you should go back
Facts.
and look at your list again. That's why it's hard for me to say that. I mean, I'm not gonna compare Kiki Palmer to Tom Hanks right now. That's not
Yeah,
fair to her.
facts.
But the F is the Burbs. It's a pretty
Really?
good show, man. You should check it out. You go Peacock.
Absolutely.
Of course, Anzo didn't like the Burbs.
Stop it, Fernando. Stop it. Stop it.
Talking about Anzo lives in the Burbs. Come on, look at him. Look at him. He is the Burbs.
Facts. The ghetto burbs, but it's still the burbs.
Still the Burbs. It's good. No Kiki for Rogue. Even
You
though
guys
I
are
do like her cosplay, I do understand it. Her cosplay was really
fire.
good. Um, I think there's other things that Kiki Palmer could do. That's
Listen, she was in that
I'm gonna
movie.
say the same thing. She could do other stuff, and I don't need her to necessarily be Rogue.
Yeah,
I don't
no, you
want her
don't want
getting more
to.
hate. I want
Yeah.
her to be a star, so I want her to do something else.
Yeah, I want her to go there and kill it, so I'm good. But I'll say this because why I say that, right, is because you see Rogue, right? And I seen the cosplays too. But I was
Mhm.
watching the movie with her and Eddie Murphy, and there's one scene where they're standing together, and they kind of pan out, and the way she was standing, for whatever reason, it was like a pose from Rogue from one of the cartoons, and I'm like, oh, that's Rogue, you know what I mean? And then, but yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
She's a black
okay.
woman. Put her as Rogue, 100%. Yeah, that's right. Kill me later.
She should be Nubia. That's who she should be. And Anzo doesn't want to give us original black content, but Nubia is what we be doing. And that's what we need. We need to highlight that. We need to highlight Nubia because I don't know how the hell I have this right here, but I just have Nubia right then because you made me think about it. Here we go. Look at this.
Yeah, that could
There
work.
we go. That's
But
what she needs to do.
nah,
Let's
I
give her
want.
original black characters we could talk about and how she is the real queen of the Amazons. How about we talk about that?
Listen, I am at the point where I want them to take every white character and turn them into a minority. All right, because them people don't like it. Some of them, anyways, don't like it, and they complain and they give all the racist stuff. So I'm gonna give them something more to complain about. Listen, you give me the reins to Justice League and Black Man, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. We all black. We all black. I'll put a Puerto Rican in there, right? And we saving people from the kingpin who or whatever the ghetto.
That is awful. I like variety. I mean, even where I live, my neighborhood, I like everybody. I like multicultural stuff. I just want every culture to be lifted up very much the same. Like, and we should be able to look at our children, be able to look at what they're looking at in the cartoons and the comic books and all that stuff, and see representation. I want all of it. But this is something I didn't know if I was going to talk about, but I really wanted to say. It's hard for certain characters to just be that character, right? So, like, if you're Asian character, Indian, Chinese, Japanese, Filipino, like whatever. If you're an Asian character, you are carrying all Asian culture on your back. You're a black character. You're carrying all black people on your back. You have to represent all black people. It has to be the best of your culture because you don't get it. If you're a woman character, you're carrying all females on your back.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's crazy. If you're a Hispanic character, everyone Hispanic, you're carrying them on your back. And it's crazy but Superman could just be Superman. Superman's not just all white.
Yeah, 100%.
He's just a dude.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's why I say these same things. I wanted to normalizing having real characters that have been historically these characters because then they don't have to carry. They can just be who they are. If we get enough of it, you don't have to carry an entire group on your back. You can just be your character. We don't have to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly.
And the problem that I have too, right? And I'm gonna say this real quick because I don't think it should be that way, but you have a lot of white people that are writing for minorities, and they usually like to throw in a lot of stereotypes instead of just making the person the normal person, right? Now, I don't think that because it's a black show or a black character that a black person has to do it, but you have to take some input in there from the black person or the minority to let them know, like, so they could tell you, like, no, that's kind of tropish. We don't want to do stuff like that, right? That's the problem that I have with it. But the only reason why I want to do it is just to make them guys pissed off. That's the only reason why I want to do it. Just so that those haters are gonna cry and scream on the internet. That's the only reason why.
Hey, you are a troll if you're not anything. You are that.
100%.
Fernando says Kiki Palmer was also excellent in the stripper movie with Jennifer Lopez. 100 Hustlers was fire.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that again because I don't remember.
Nick says, Anzo, that's called cable with all streaming services together.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly.
That's what we want to get back to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured Kiki Palmer would have been a huge star by now, but like Glenn Powell, struggling to find that career making movie. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Glenn Powell should be a star. Kiki Palmer should be a star. Kiki Palmer's been around for such a long time. After 20 years, how do you not star? And you're doing a good job acting.
And I think she's better than Tiana Taylor.
No, that's not the question. The question is, culturally, will she accept a role that doesn't do something for the black community?
I know that. I know that, but I think Tiana Taylor is getting a push.
But right? Tiana Taylor will take any character. She don't care.
Yeah.
Are you paying me?
Yeah.
Tell me what to be.
Yeah. It's obviously with that crappy ass one battle after another. Obviously.
I only have 2 streaming services, HBO Max and Prime. But after Night of the Seven Kingdoms is over, I'll be getting rid of HBO Max. I understand.
Yeah,
I watch Netflix a lot. I watch Netflix a lot, so I can't not get rid of that.
Netflix is the only one that I have that I don't have the ads, right? Because Netflix was the only one to offer 4K first. When it came out, I was like, 4K. So I said, okay, I got my 4K TV. I need 4K. Now, what they don't tell you, and what I'm going to tell you guys this, if you don't know it, you really don't get 4K because of the streaming services. So you lose a lot of bit rates on the transfer, right?
That's like why 1980 or something like that.
Yeah. That's why when you have a 4K DVD or Blu-ray, it looks so much better because it's like that, right? But if you watch on streaming, you're not getting full 4K. So I'm paying for 4K, but I'm not getting real 4K. So it's crazy.
We're again. Gremlins 3 is coming soon. It's a good comedy horror franchise.
Agreed. And I can't wait for it to come out. Yeah, Gremlins 3 comes out. That'll be something I'll go see in the theater 100%. If it's funny though, right? Because I find the humor nowadays is a little bit different than the humor that we grew up with, right? What
Mhm.
people find funny now, I don't necessarily find funny. So,
You also can't say some things.
yes, facts. Uh,
Honestly.
what up, G
Too late.
Major?
What up?
Major said too late.
Is it too late? Anzo Epstein. I'm sorry. I got about you the one said 8 to 80. This is not a video game. This is not a game. This is not a board game. So leave my rogue alone. All right, gotcha.
No, no, no. We are
No,
getting a dark skinned woman to play Rogue.
I just want a good Rogue form. Like, come on. There's times when Rogue did stuff on TV shows that kind of formed what I think a very beautiful Southern woman should look
Hmm.
like. And if
Hmm.
you give me someone without some assets, I'm going to be very upset.
Hmm. Oh, facts, 100%. And let me say this: Southern women, to me, I feel like a black Southern woman. You know what I mean? And I heard Kiki Balmer do the Rogue voice, and she sounds good. She sounds good, right? Because here's the thing. And I remember when people talked about Channing Tatum being Gamma, it's like, oh, that's garbage. Like, what kind of horrible crap is that? And then we seen Deadpool, and now everybody wants to see him as
No,
Gambit.
there's still a lot of hate out there. There's still a lot.
Really?
There's
I
still
thought
a
I
lot.
thought he did a great job, and I thought he had the Cajun accent down to a point. Right now, I know they told him to kind of like ease it down in the next movie, which makes sense because Deadpool is a comedy, right?
Mhm.
So when you're doing something real, you want to kind of have people being able to understand what the hell you're saying.
No,
But he
he,
still,
he was like Waterboy. He was like the coach off of Waterboy. He
yeah,
didn't understand what
yeah.
the hell he was talking about.
Yeah, but he still has to have that accent, in my opinion. Just like Rogue has to have that Southern accent. Like if she's coming out there and she's talking like she's from Brooklyn, that just doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Exactly, that's
So
gonna be but she needs to be real Southern. I don't want you playing around Southern. I don't like I don't like fake Jamaican accents. I don't want a fake
facts.
Southern person. I want you to
Agreed.
be able to do it, but you better look the part. You better look all the parts.
Agreed. 100%.
Piranha was also a really good horror comedy movie, but I don't know if it was
Are
big enough.
you high?
You know, like horror comedy to me is like Freddy Krueger, like Nightmare on Elm Street. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's another horror comedy was the one
Not
with
the
the black
first one though. Not
yeah.
the first Friday the
First one
13th.
was
I
real
think I think that the
well,
third.
well, the first Nightmare on Elm Street was scary as hell.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. It wasn't more of a comedy though. I think it got more comedy wise after like the third one, and that's when he
Freddy's
started
Dead,
making
you know,
jokes.
we talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Freddy versus Jason, you know what
yeah.
those things are real horror comedy. But what about the blackening? I like the blackening. That was hilarious to me. So
Oh, you liked the blackening?
I'm the only person probably in the world that
Yeah,
liked the
you probably
blackening.
are, because I didn't think it was that funny. I like the
Not only that I
concept of
like
it.
it, I like it. I bought it. I got 2 copies of it.
I didn't think it was that funny, but I think the movie is okay.
Why are you getting rid of HBO Max? What Game of Thrones 3? Yeah, season 3. Yeah, you're not going to be able to
After,
do it. You're going to have Game of Thrones. You got to do it. It's the assets.
yeah,
Yeah,
correct, 100%.
you got it. It's a big for entertainment. Don't forget Rogue in the video game and the cartoon is white Southern accents. Yeah, that's no
Yeah,
doubt. And she needs to
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah. She needs to have that 100%.
yeah.
Tremors is amazing. I love Tremors. I
Tomorrow,
love Tremors. Yeah, the first one. The rest of them are kind of like, I don't know about that one, but the first one was good.
you need some snow bunnies in X-Men. I you know what? I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, you're right.
I
You're
agree.
right.
I have no problem with that.
You have Jean Grey. There's your snow bunny,
Well, she
and you
passing
get a
out all the
redhead.
time. She's hurt now. Like Trip. Like, come on. Jean Grey is a walking, talking trope.
Yeah,
But she's also the most powerful of all the X-Men.
right, and X-Men is literally snow bunnies. Other than Storm, you know what I mean. Everything else is a snow bunny. Emma Frost, Solid, and they're snow bunnies. So you're gonna get the
I
snow
mean,
bunnies. Give us one.
I could give you more than one X-Men that's not Snow Bunny, though, but whatever it is, what it is. Yeah, I go. Brandon and Anzo, do you have a PlayStation 5? Because when I get my PS5, I'm looking for some friends to add on there. So I do, and Anzo's going to tell you that he's been trying to get me to do. I've turned my PS5 on for at least, I'm going to go September. Haven't even turned it on. I ain't even turned it on.
Man, I don't remember when it was, but we were on stream and he's like, "Yeah, I got PS5." I was like, "Oh yeah, all right, I'm gonna whoop you in some games because you can't." No, you're not gonna do that. I'm gonna add you right now. I'm gonna add you right now. This is
And
almost a year
never
later.
turned on, never turned the
This is
thing
almost
on.
a year later. So yes,
Never
collector.
turned
I
the thing.
do have a PS5, and yes, I do challenge people that are on stream or whatever to battles. 100%. I don't run from smoke like this guy over here.
I don't run. I'm too busy. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's that. You know what? Yeah, I'm not even gonna say it because it's a lie. It's a lie. He wants people to think he's too busy, right? But yeah,
Well, because I stream almost every day, I am pretty busy.
so do I, and I still find
No,
time
he
for
doesn't.
gaming.
No, he doesn't.
I still find time for
Don't let him
gaming.
tell you that. I know the truth.
Hey, listen, the grind that I just had to do in 2K a few days ago or a few weeks ago. Oh my god, bro! Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, my
I
kid came
believe.
to the house and he was like, "Oh man, you don't play as much 2K as me." And he said, "Let me see your hours." And then he seen my hours, and he was like, "What?"
Do you got a job?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. So yes, I do have it.
So I will get HBO Max back. Trust me, for House of the Dragon season 3 starts, I'm not missing that.
You can miss it.
No, you
You
don't.
can
No,
miss
you
it.
don't. We'll talk about that soon. I don't know about y'all, but I don't feel comfortable with Kiki Palmer kissing Tatum.
Yeah, good point. I got you on that one. I definitely got you on that one. You're right.
And then Fernando says Bishop is no snow bunny. 100%. Let's go.
But
Bishop all
Bishop
day.
isn't Bishop dating a snow bunny?
I mean, there's no one else to not to date. I mean, just look. I'm gonna say this. So I,
Kryptonite.
I've dated. No, I've been married for 15, almost 15 years. So that means I have 25 years of not dating people. I probably didn't date anyone until I was at least 12, right? So that's 13 years. Of the 13 years, I'm gonna say 11 of them were me dating someone either Hispanic or white. Oh, he's muted. So yes. So now I get to talk because he can't know. We can't hear him. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it all right now. So yeah. So but I've been married to my black wife for a long time. I have dated a lot of black women though, but you're just gonna be wrong. It has to be a long term because yeah, some people are crazy. Specific.
You are correct.
uh, the Rogue and the fan made Gambit short was the closest to the character. I had to look that up too. I was gonna put your gamer tag in chat because you get whooped, you get worked right now. And then once y'all work him, I want y'all coming back here and letting me know he got worked.
You guys know my name already. It's Biggaford. That's it. You go on Xbox, it's Biggaford 187, and on PS5, it's just Biggaford. You can find me. I will definitely, yeah, 100%. You can add me. Absolutely, absolutely. Just remember, it's Biggaford, guys.
It's right there. You know, if you guys look when the comment's not there, it's right there below the screen. All right,
Yep.
I had a question for you and Tank on Thursday, but I don't think you guys saw it. But I'm gonna ask you right now. Okay, let me know what it is. He's speechless because he knows I could call him out if he denies snow bunnies.
So first
There's
off,
someone very close that could call him out right now.
so first off, I remember when I used to because I used to love a big fan of the movie Jungle Fever, right?
Mhm.
And there's a part where the women are talking, and she's like, "Oh, I can't believe he was with a white woman," and he's like, "Oh, maybe you should," and she's like, "I'm not the rainbow effing kind. I am the rainbow effing kind. I do not care about your color. It does not matter to me one bit. You
He said,
could be a
I
sexy
don't care
green
about your
alien."
color, your creed, your race. I don't care. I'm an equal opportunity effer.
One hundred
That's what I
percent.
do. All you guys
One
can
hundred
come
percent.
in. Let's go.
100%. I have no issues with that. You know what I mean? So I've never been one to do anything because of race or not because of race. Nope. As long as you look good, Asian, Indian, doesn't matter to me. Beautiful people are beautiful people.
Nah, I love it. I love it. You know, I
Absolutely.
have no problems.
Well, I know we can move on. So, Brian, move us forward. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's go ahead to the next one because Anzo's going to hate on something else, so we have to find another topic for Anzo to hate on, and I will continue going. Let's do this. All right. Oh, I forgot we are gonna do House of the Dragon first. I thought we were gonna do
Nope, that's the last one. I got
the
that
hate
one last.
the
No, no.
hate one. Oh
Yeah.
no, okay.
Oh, this is gonna get hate too. This is gonna get hate too.
Let me bring up the video before we do all this because I want to make sure he actually has to watch House of the Dragon.
Oh Lord, you're gonna bring up the trailer?
Yep. So let me
All right,
pull that up first.
send it to me in the private chat and I'll just add it here. So we're actually going to watch a trailer of House of Dragons. Please bore me now. Put me to
Dude,
sleep.
it is fire. I don't know what is wrong with you. You don't know what you're missing. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna be so
Listen, man.
disappointed that you're like, man, oh, well, this don't look that bad. Maybe I should watch this. It's literally what you're gonna
Absolutely
say,
not.
guys.
Absolutely not. You know why I'm not going to say that? Because someone told me that about Game of Thrones. Ah, you got to watch Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is going to be so fire. And then I watched Game of Thrones and I'm like, nah, this is trash. It's garbage. They said, no, 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 no. You got to watch this episode. Watch this episode. And if you watch this episode, you'll like it. Because people know me. Like, you could give me an episode, like, for example, I never thought Lost was going to be good when it first came out. I was like, who the hell wants to watch a show about people in an island? Like it's like a remake of Gilligan's Island. I'm like, I don't want to watch this crap, and I didn't watch it until one day in season 2 where there was nothing else to watch, and I popped on an episode, and I was like, yo, this is fire. And I went and binged the whole whatever I missed until I got up to where I was in the regional season, right? So my friend told me that, and he was like, yeah, let's do that with he said, "Yeah, let's do that. Do that with Game of Thrones." He said, "Watch this episode. You're gonna love it." And I watched the episode, and the first thing I said was, "Wait, winter didn't come yet? Like, what are we doing here? Was this like season 3? Like, you're still talking about winter?" And then I was like, "No, this is garbage, bro. I'm not doing this. I am not doing this at all." Oh no,
Okay.
you got to send that to me, Brian.
Okay, sent to you? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Because if you don't,
downloaded it.
yeah, yeah, then it'll show up as Is it on YouTube? I could just pull it up
Yeah,
on
just
YouTube.
pull up on YouTube because I downloaded it and have it in there. So because I keep my stuff because just in case I had to have it again, I have it again.
Okay, so remember I told you I was one that showed you how to do the PP thing. Does that still work for you?
It sure does.
It doesn't work for me. Anytime I go
So
to
I'll
PP,
copy
it's
I copy and paste, and then I put YouTube downloader, and I put it in that, and it comes down, downloads it right away, and it's fire.
weird because whenever I go to the site, I do it, and it gives me like this can't access site anymore. I think it's my Mac though. I gotta fix my Mac. All right, guys. So I put the trailer up. Brian, take us away.
All right, guys, let's go. House of the Dragon season 3 trailer. Anzo's about to tell you how much he's gonna love it. Let's do this now.
Wow, you know what, Brian? You were absolutely wrong. It looks trash. I'm not gonna say that looks fire. That was garbage.
Oh my god, bro, you are so wrong. It is amazing. That doesn't even make any sense that you don't like this one.
It's like the same old House of Dragons, Game of Thrones kind of crap, and I'm just like, what am I watching here? No.
Why are
No.
you so wrong? Why? How can you be as wrong as you are? I don't even understand. All right. Which article did you pull up for it?
This one here. Let me send it to you in a private. I think you gave this one to me. No, 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 no. I actually found this one
I
online.
found this
Okay.
one. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Because
different than
you,
what I
because you. Oh, so you want send me the one you have then? I'll put
That's
that one
okay.
up.
I'll read this one. That's fine.
All right, cool. Private chat. There, there you go. Ain't nobody care about this damn House of Dragons caca.
Everyone does. Everyone wants it, and we're all going to enjoy.
Even Danny, oh yeah, House of Dragons, man. You see what the House of Dragons? And like,
Yeah, send it again because it's not
all right.
here yet.
So you know what's that?
It's not here still. So
You didn't get it?
nope.
What? Hold on. try that one. Maybe I sent it to the wrong one. Okay, hold on. Try this one. You got it?
Nope. So just read it yourself. I follow.
All right, no problem. Actually, hold on. What
Oh,
am I
I got
doing?
it.
I just
There
yeah.
we
You
go.
see, you got it. There you go.
Oh, now we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Took some time. House of the Dragon season 3 teaser drops. First look, images, fiery footage, and premiere date revealed. Westeros is
Ooh.
finally back. In the group chat, HBO has released its first House of the Dragon season 3 teaser, giving fans the earliest glimpse of the next brutal chapter of the Targaryen Civil War. And yes, the dragons look very ready to ruin everybody's day. The teaser of House of Dragon arrives this morning, igniting social media's timelines with fire and ash and more tension than small council meeting on Espresso. After a jaw-dropping season 2 finale, anticipation for season 3 has been simmering for months, and now HBO has officially fanned those flames. The brief but intense footage confirms what fans already expect. Diplomacy is over. New images released along the teaser of Souls Rhaenyra, Targaryen in full war mode, armored, resolute, and visibly hardened by loss. Across the battlefield, emotionally and literally, Aegon the second Targaryen appears equally determined to defend his contested crown. There are sweeping shots of gathered fleets, dragon riders preparing for combat, and armless marching under the darkness skies. The imagery strongly hints that season 3 will dive head on into the bloodiest stretch of the Dance of the Dragons, the Targaryen Civil War, chronicled by the Fire and Blood by George R. Martin. The scale looks massive, the tone bleak, the message buckle up. This thing is going to be phenomenal. Season 3 will premiere in June 2026. While the exact date hasn't been announced, the summer release position pushes the series as HBO's flagship tentpole, which again a role that's previously dominated by Game of Thrones. Production of season 3 has been underway for months, and the teaser suggests the budget and ambition hasn't shrunk. If anything, the scale appears bigger, which large-scale battles and dragons warfare looming on the horizon. So understand this, guys.
Cancel.
This show was giving you 25 to $30 million budgets per episode. This is going to be amazing. And
No, it is not going to be amazing. I think it is
it's going to
going
be
to
amazing.
be. I think it is going to be the same old Game of Thrones crap. Because you look at the trailer, right, and you see all of this stuff, and it's like, oh, that looks fire. But you watch an episode, and nothing happens for the whole episode. So maybe a
No,
little
there's going
bit
to
of
be
something
death.
at the end.
There's going to be so much death in this stuff. It's going to be, people are going to be dying left and right. Matter of fact, understand this. Targaryens all die. This show is nothing but Targaryens. They're all going to die, Anzo. There's going to be
Uh,
death of a major character probably in every single episode.
I doubt that. I doubt that. You're gonna have episodes where they ain't even gonna have any action in it, bro. Because the first 3 episodes of Game of Thrones had nothing. Nothing. I was like, what am I watching here? Like people talking, like it was just a bunch of talking, and I was like, I can't do this. And it's the same thing with House of Dragons. I didn't even give House of Dragons a chance because to me, House of Dragons is like Andor. You get no play, none
Dude,
whatsoever.
you know
So
how
that
much
gets
do you know how much
no
death has
play.
already happened? Everyone's been dying left and right. There's been people, so House of the Dragon, I would say that there's been more death and sex in this movie and these shows, these last 2 seasons, than any show I've ever seen.
I mean, that's the only reason why I'd watch it is for the sex part. But other than that, like
Dude, death
because
is serious. They kill people, chop people's heads off.
yeah, maybe like once every 5 episodes.
There's only been like 16 episodes,
There you
period.
go. So
And there's been at
so
least 25 people that have died of main characters. People
so
die
16
all the
episodes,
time.
one every 5 episodes. That means every 3 episodes you got killings in the whole series. Okay, I'm good. That no.
You were wrong. Specifically, you are wrong.
Listen, if you guys are a fan of House of Dragons, Game of Thrones, more power to you, 100%. It's not my cup of tea. And I like those type. I love Lord of the Rings. I love, and I know people are like, oh, how you like Lord of the Rings? Like all they do is walk
It's
in Lord
all
of the
they do
Rings.
is walk and talk. And he just said they don't do enough killing. There's more killing in one episode of House of Dragon than there is in all of Lord of the Rings, including the
I
entire
just
battle.
I
Like,
don't know. I think you guys are wrong with the Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? It's more than just walking the first. It's just more than that. So, but listen, I get it, 100%. It's
it's all
kind of
right.
like
Look, we already know Anzo's wrong, guys.
I, I
Let's
love
do this.
I love Middle Earth stuff, but this Middle Earth TV show is like Danny will say it, Danny, caca. It's caca. Yes, Mr. Kaka's coming back out, and Mr. Kaka will be back out for the next topic too as well. So yes, the last two topics are going to see Mr. Kaka come out in full force because this Kaka.
He is so wrong, guys. Let's start talking about tell him how wrong he is. Everyone in the comment, throw all the comments in here. Let's all hate on Anzo all together, all in
All
one
right,
word. Let's do this.
so you guys do this. Here's what we're gonna do. Right, you guys tell me which is the best episode of House of Dragons season 1, and
Season
I
one.
will watch it,
Okay. Give me
or season 2.
no. We can
Tell
do season one. That's all right.
either
Well,
or. Tell
season
me which.
one is interesting. There's a lot of shady stuff going on there.
And I will be honest about it too. If I watch it and it's like, oh, it's good, then I'll tell you guys. But if I don't like it, and you guys are telling me that this is the best episode, you better believe Mr. Kaka will be out in full force. All
No,
right.
he's gonna make excuses, guys. He's going to make
Especially
excuses.
if y'all wasted my time to have me watch this crappy ass episode and you say it's the best. All right, that's why I want the best episode out of the 2 seasons. So whichever episode you think is the best out of the 2 seasons, let me know. Chat, you can write it in the chat too as well. I got my pen and paper here. I will write it down and I will watch it.
All right, guys. What do you want to say? You want to do either? You want to do Driftmark or Lord of the Tides? What do you guys think? I want to know what you guys say.
Interesting. Lord of the Tides, you said?
Yeah, Lord of the Tides or Driftmark.
Cool. All right. So I put them both there, guys. You let us know which one, or let me know which one you want me to watch, which one you think is better, which one you think is the best. And then if you don't think that's the best, put one in the chat too, because I know Brian's kind of suspect with the ones he likes too. All right. So you gotta be very careful. But Brian, like, this is the best episode ever, and I go watch it and it's just nothing but talking. All right. So I gotta be careful.
Lord of
on
the
that one
Tides is
too.
pretty fire, dude. I don't know. Lord of the Tides is pretty fire, man. I don't know.
But that is my challenge. I will watch that one. All right.
All right, let's look at everyone's comments. Then. Let's bring them all up there. Let's see.
Let's do it. You can control it. You do it.
I didn't know where we stopped off. That's the reason I didn't do it.
We stopped off at, let's see here. Let's go back. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember him asking that. But did he ask the question?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, yeah, he had asked a question. I don't know if he did.
Speechless.
Can't respond to them. I'm driving. I'm listening. We got you, Danny.
Say my baby mama is biracial, black and white mixed, which means she's black.
Yeah, 100%.
Mama Bear says, I don't care about color. Cool. So Rogue could be a white Southern tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that at all. So my kids are Hispanic, black, and white. That's awesome. Nice. You in trouble. Nice. I hope you. Yeah, you have daughters too, man. You have daughters. You in trouble, bro.
You got the Hispanic and black attitudes in that house. Oh my Lord.
Man, it's all right. We got this. We got this. I'm talking about like white people are not. They don't have bad attitudes. Come on, man. We're good. Knights of the Seven Kingdom is already better than all of House of Dragon for me. The last season was booty. I didn't like all of the season 2. That's why I went to season 1. And that's why I went to Lord of the Tides, specifically for Anzo. I think he would like that.
Good job, Sully, right?
No, but he still said Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, which is a Game of Thrones spinoff, is incredibly fire. No, if you like bloody stuff and death, if you like death and people getting their heads chopped off, man, that last episode of A Knight's Kingdom, oh, bruh. Knights of the Seven Kingdom, I mean, is so good. I would watch that right now with you. It's so good.
Probably another piece of caca, but I'll check it out. I said I was going to check it out. That one I did until I found out it was kind of connected. It's connected to like Game of Thrones, right?
Beforehand, it'd be like, if we Star Wars, it'll be Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, that's when I realized I was like, yeah, I'm not watching this.
Dude, it was fire. I don't know. Fernando, I'm glad you took that well. Brian, have you read Dungeon Crawler? Dungeon Crawler, Carl. No, going to be my next book. It looks like something you like. That sounds like something I would like. Right now I am reading what is it called? Primal Hunter, book 6. Primal Hunter, book 6 right now. So like that's exactly up down my alley, man. Right up my alley.
Collector not happy with me.
I mean, Anzo's wrong. Look, so don't even be mad. So whatever he says, just know that's wrong, and then you're okay. We can make money better on what Anzo's going to hate.
100%.
That should be a game. But you know what? In the times when we I think we'll do like a poll beforehand. Is Anzo going to hate this? And as soon as you think you figured him out, he changes something.
And I let you guys know, right? I will always be honest. So I won't come on here just because people think I'm going to hate something and say, no, it was good and I didn't like it. I will never do that. If you guys are right and you say I hated something and I did hate it, I will say that. If I like it, I will say that 100%. But
the reason why you hate something is weird, though. Like, you'll hate something just because... Like you'll hate something just because one part of it, there's a 4-minute stretch that I didn't agree with. So that the whole thing has to be thrown away. You liked 55 minutes of it, that 4-minute stretch, you were like, it's caca because I didn't like that 4 minutes.
It depends. It depends. Because usually after that 4 minutes, everything goes downhill from there. But it depends because there were some things in last episode of Crowds I didn't like, but I still like the episode. So... But
so we're going to be getting 4 or 5 major battle adaptations from Fire and Blood. This book, and one of the battles is going to take place in the very first episode. It's called the Battle of the Bulge. Yeah,
it's probably going to be one horrible battle,
bro. It's going to be so much death. It's crazy. It's one of the bloodiest sea battles ever. Yeah.
Said, did I mute?
Yeah, because I was talking, all of a sudden it said your camera was off. I was like, what?
Yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I should have thought about it. No, it wasn't me.
They actually brought someone who worked on Titanic and other movies with James Cameron to help out with some of the sets and some of the CGI.
Collector, I know you like Titanic, but Titanic is booty. It is stinky booty sweat. That's what Titanic is. That is a hot mess of a movie. So
I'm not going to say Titanic is booty, but it's not one of my favorite movies of all time. It's definitely
not. It's booty.
Because Rose should have moved over. There was no. That's a big old door. You tell me you couldn't move over?
Yeah,
some bull crap. Yeah, it made no sense. There's barely any sex in the show. There's more sex in Game of Thrones. There's more sex in Game of Thrones. There's a lot of sex in of House of the Dragon, man. We see how almost every one of those kids get made.
The first episode of Game of Thrones, you see 2 people getting it on, and then they call each other brother and sister. I was like, what? I'm good.
No, and then the Targaryens, yeah, they do that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good. First off, Collector, I am never wrong. You guys will learn this after a while.
You're never right. You tell me you're never wrong. He hasn't been right yet.
Never wrong.
Watch House of the Dragon.
And you don't want to, Mama Bear. You need to keep off of that crap.
He doesn't know. Come on. Even the dead clock is right twice a day until Anzo.
Really,
Somehow
Fernando?
he changed the clock. He's about to be right, and then he changed the clock. Like, oh, still
Really,
wrong.
Fernando? I thought we were boys, man. That's what we're doing. All right, cool.
Episode 9, season 1, episode 10 of season 2, probably is what we're gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 4, season 2, and House of the Dragons.
All right.
So Lord of the Tides. That's the one probably. Tell you. So that's a bad bet because if he don't know the content of the story, he won't get the full effect.
I don't really need to get the full effect, Danny, to be honest with you, because like I said, when I first watched that episode of Lost, it was like in season 2, it was like episode like 9 or 10. And I didn't really know what was going on, but it got me interested enough to where I went back and watched it. So it doesn't really matter if I don't know the full context. I'll know if it's good or not.
And that's why I chose Lord of the Tides, because it's a black man, Corliss, and he's going to find some things that he kind of recognizes within him. And maybe
so
he sees it, and he's going to be like, oh, not only is it a fire episode, he's going to see this man and say, oh, shoot, is he like me?
So he's trying to he's trying to use the black man to get me to like the show. Diabolical, bro. Diabolical.
100%. What up, Last Relic?
What's up, brother? I was about to message you later on today, which I will, because we still got that Batman trashing to do. So yeah.
You want to start it early, huh?
Yeah.
Episode 10, The Black Queen. Episode 4, season 2, The Red Dragon and the Gold. So, but there's things that Anzo's not going to like. So just because there's story stuff, Anzo's not going to care about because he doesn't know about the story. It has to be something that's going to engage him immediately, and that's why I'm going for Lord of the Tides season 1.
I got you. I said that's a lie. 7 Kingdoms in season 2 of House of the Dragons. What do you mean?
I don't know. 7 Kingdoms episode 2 House of the Dragon. I don't know what's.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, Donnie, because 7 Kingdoms is
Night of 7 Kingdoms is incredible.
Yeah, it's a different show, right?
So I'm getting my comic reading list some point today. Look, so I'm getting a lot of comic books very soon. I ordered so many things, but I have a pile still that I have to read through, man.
This guy said I'm getting my comic books soon. Like you don't already have a crap load of comic books.
I mean, the ones the extra ones I ordered. I mean, I've read through so far on my desk these.
Oh my God. That's why you can't call that. You see, collector, this is why he can't add you, right? Because he's sitting there reading these goofy comic books right now. You know what I mean? When you should be getting on the video game and challenging me and collector to some battles, bro. Collector, I hope you play Street Fighter.
Read through these. I still have to read through these. So yeah.
I hope you play Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, collector. I really do.
I think he'll like all of them. What's the most hated and loved character of Night of the 7 Kingdom?
I can't answer that because I never watched it.
Love is probably Egg, probably even more than the Dunk. And then the most hated is probably the brother, the son. I mean, the son, which is what's his name? Aryan. I'm gonna go Aryan. So I mean, it could be Dunk and Aryan, but it could be. I think Egg is probably the most loved still.
Mm-hmm.
The Titanic door thing was busted by Mythbusters. They could have both fit. Exactly. It's a big old door. She is this big. And she gonna watch them freeze in there. And man, the Arctic Ocean, that's some messed up stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the episodes of Game of Thrones is almost soft porn. It might be Cinemax. Was it one of those things that used to be called Red Shoe Diaries?
We used to have Blue Nuit, right? Ours was Blue Nuit. 3:00 in the morning, you turn on the French channel, and yeah, you got some soft corn there. Yeah, so yeah, 100%.
Yes, but that's how it is in France. 100% agree. 100%. Ross killed Leonardo DiCaprio's character with her selfishness. 100%. Rose did it. Bryon used the black man to like a show. It's good. A good tactic for me. Exactly. That's what you have to do. I talk to this man a lot, so I kind of have an idea. I
Uh-huh.
discussed
You
comics
see,
every
now I'm gonna
Sunday.
watch this show and I'm probably gonna be like, oh, the black guy's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then I'm supposed to like it, but no,
Yeah,
no, no. I'm
yeah,
sticking
no,
to my
exactly.
guns.
And then you gonna
I'm
see who he's
st-
married to. He's like, oh, he did this, and then you gonna see, you know, he ain't gonna like his son, but you see his
I am
daughters, and you go like, oh, he did this, you know. But
I am sticking to my guns.
Seven Kingdoms is not better than House of the Dragon. Seven Kingdoms is a better story, much better story, and it's a lot more humans fighting than House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon does have dragons, and there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's so much incest that turns a lot of people off.
Mm, mm-hmm.
Night of Seven Kingdoms is fire. So, Brian, can I have the jersey? And also, can I have your trees? You can't have,
No, you definitely cannot have my trees.
no, you definitely
100%.
not gonna get this either. It's signed by everybody. I
Yeah,
got
you
Julio
gotta get
Estevez. I got Josh
yeah.
Jackson. No, you can't have that.
Yeah, stop begging and get your own. You know what I mean? Like, what we doing here? You know the song, Tony. I got 5 on it. If not, you don't smoke.
Everybody get the hand up, ain't pitching.
Facts.
The one reason I picked episode 4 in season 2 is because there's a lot of action in it, and I know he wants action. But he also wants to be able to understand what's going on. Not just understand, but like he has to be engaged. If you can't
Yeah.
engage him, that's going to be a problem too.
100%.
Titanic is just a movie about an old woman telling the time of to her granddaughter about the time she hooked up with a homeless man and then let him die in the water.
Facts. Facts, Eli. 100% that is a fact. I watched that movie and I was just like, what am I watching over here, bro? Like, you know, and then, right? Because I know I didn't see it in theater. I think I got it the first time I got it, it was on VHS, right? So you go to the store and you get the VHS and you see two and you
Yeah.
see two, and
Yes,
it's like, wait a
4
minute,
hours.
what the hell am I doing here? What am I watching here? Oh no, no, no.
It was 4 hours. It was a lot. We were like, what are we doing? It was crazy.
Kind of puts you to sleep, you know what I mean? Like, no, I ain't watching this. If you like it, that's fine. I get it. It's like one of those love stories. But for me, what I have a problem with it is half of the movie is all made up stuff. All that stuff that's going on in the boat, it's all made up stuff. The romantic stuff, what they did, and all that stuff. There, I get it. You get some, some real life stuff, but all of the stuff in between with him and Rose, it's all like it's made up stuff. So
It was all negated for me by the fact that she didn't move over on the door. All negated.
the movie was boring as hell, but the only thing Brian cares about is that she didn't move over on the door.
Dude, that's the
Really?
most selfish thing I ever seen in my life. She gonna sit there and watch him freeze to death in the ocean. He needed to last 10 more minutes. She could have pulled him up on the door. That's all she had to
do. All right, guys. Well, go ahead, Brian. Send us.
No, we now know Anzo's wrong about a second topic, so we're gonna have to go to a third topic to see if he's wrong about a third one. So appreciate all your comments, guys, but let's move on to the next one.
Let's do it. Hold on. Let me make sure I shared the screen first. All right. Because the last time I did that, I didn't share the right tab. And when I did that on the OOC, we had a big issue on that on Wednesday night. So I got to make sure. Now, I'm not using X, but I got to make sure even still that I get it right, Look, I did that and I didn't even do that. Hold on. All right. So now we're getting to the next topic. My bad, guys.
New here.
All right. So the final topic, and it's great that I get to close it out, is that there is a rumor, right? And I think it was told earlier that it was debunked by James Gunn, but of course he's going to debunk it or whatever. But there is a rumor that there is supposed to be the Batman 3. Now, before I get into this article, I want to ask Brian a question. Brian, what do you think about them green lighting like sequels before the one before it even comes out?
I don't like it because you have to see the fans' reaction because they think a lot of movies are going to do these great numbers, and they don't. So like we got the Thunderbolts, right? Thunderbolts, everyone's like, oh, it's one of the best movies that the Marvel's ever come out with. And if they would have like said, can you imagine the green lighting and said, we're gonna do a Thunderbolts 2, and then it makes like $200-300 million. Like it
Hmm.
actually loses money overall. I don't think that's the right thing you should do. I think you should go ahead and put the movie out, and you could green light it. Have an idea you're going to green light it, but green light it first week makes $100 million. Then you green light it. But let's see the money first.
I agree with you 100%. And you usually able to tell within a week, oh, this is going to make money or not, because it has a great opening weekend. Now, sometimes obviously they drop down like 60% and then it doesn't really make, but majority of the times, if it has a good opening weekend, it's going to make a money, it's going to be profitable. That's when you can decide. But when you decide to do something before the movie even starts, and then the one you had previously comes out and it doesn't do good, you have people hyped up to say, oh, I'm going to get a part three. Because regardless of whether a movie does good, you're going to have fans that like it and you're going to have fans that don't, right? So the fans that like it are expecting a part three, and then you don't get one. That's like me saying, because of course the Spider-Verse stuff was announced there, but imagine the Spider-Verse 2 didn't make money, right? I love this movie. I think it's one of the greatest movies ever, but Across the Spider-Verse doesn't make money. They decide that they're not going to make a third one, but they already announced the third one. Now I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to see the end of this movie? So I
Yeah.
think you should at least wait before you do something like that, to be
Well,
honest with you.
they've done that in movie franchises, right? So
Yeah.
like, was it John Carter? You guys remember John
Yeah.
Carter? That was supposed to
Yeah.
be this big epic
Yeah.
franchise, and
Yeah.
it tanked, and we never saw any of it. So I think that's the first thing I always think about as something that was supposed to be good or something supposed to be big and just never took off. And then there's the other one, Jupiter Ascending. Was
Oh
supposed to be this
yeah.
huge space operas, would be all
Mm-hmm.
this stuff, and we saw the movie and it was crap.
Mm-hmm.
So like tells you, let it come out first, then
Absolutely.
decide what the hell it's gonna be.
Maze Runner.
Well, at
Even
least we
that
got
one.
three of those movies, but
Yeah,
like, how
yeah.
about
But the third one went straight to streaming, right? The third one, I don't believe it came out in theaters. I think
I
the
don't even know if
second
it
one
did.
did, and I think the third one went straight to streaming.
What
But
about,
at
what about
least you got it.
a series of the fortunate events?
Oh
How you
yeah,
have it's
100%.
one movie.
Yeah.
A series or
Facts.
the Golden Compass.
Facts. You have all of these things where it's like, yeah, we're gonna do franchises and we're gonna do this, and then the first one comes out, The Mummy,
The Mummy. Yep, that one with not the
Tom
Mummy
Cruise.
franchise, but the
No,
Tom
the one
Cruise
with
the
Tom
Mummy.
Cruise one.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. They had plans to do so much stuff with that. And they announced all these movies that they were gonna have, and then the movie flopped and it was like, no, we can't do that
yep.
anymore. So I
Monster
think
Universe.
I think you should wait until you make money before, because and I'll say this to the Batman. Now, you guys know I don't like it, but I know a lot of you people like the Batman. But there is a chance that the Batman 2 is not good. And then you're already announcing the Batman 3 and the Batman 2 is not good? And I'm kind of hoping it's not good, because I think the Batman 2 should be canceled. We should not have to be tortured by watching another horrible Batman movie. Right, Relic? You're with me on this one, right? I know
So
you are.
wrong, guys. He's so wrong. You see this man? Come on,
Not
guys.
to mention,
And
as it
I don't
says in
even
the
like the Batman like that much. Like it's not one of my favorite movies, but I know that it was decent and it had enough legs to deserve a second movie. And if they're already talking about third, I think they already know the second movie's coming out. My problem is, and I know we're gonna get into this later, but my problem is when you're dropping these movies and we're not, now we have the DCU, this is Elseworld stuff, we have the DCU stuff, now you're pushing back again me getting Batman in the main universe, and I don't like it. That's where I don't
Abs-
like it.
Absolutely, 100%. And it was not. Listen, it made money. I get it, but it was not good. But James Gunn wants to fast track the Batman 3 so he can move on to the Brave and the Bold. I don't understand why you need to fast track a Batman 3 to get on with your Brave and the Bold. You don't need to do that. Most people, and especially us in this space, we already know that it's Elseworld stuff. So just
Mhm.
bring out your Batman. You know what I mean? But he said, according to new rumors, James Gunn is eager to get Matt Reeves' The Batman 3 over and done with so he can move on to the DCU set The Brave and the Bold as quickly as possible. James Gunn is an experienced filmmaker, but a first time studio head. Exactly. 100%. Now, there have been a few occasions when his inexperience has shown, and for many fans, the DC Studio co CEO handling of Batman is a major problem.
Mm-hmm.
Over 3 years since the DCU slate announced, at least half of which hasn't come to fruition, there's still no indication that Guns is anywhere close to casting the Cape Crusader. Christina Hodson is said to be working on the Brave and the Bold script, and the Flash director Andy Muschietti remains loosely attached. When Clayface arrives in theaters this Halloween, chances are a Batman cameo is off the table because the DCU still won't have its Bruce Wayne. All the while, Matt Reeves is forging ahead with the Batman Part 2, his Elseworld sequel to the hit to the 2022 hit. No,
He
what
just said 2022 was a hit, guys. You heard it here first.
it was
Anzo just said the Batman was a
I was reading the
2022 hit.
article. Don't put
No,
that word in my
no,
mouth.
no,
I
no.
was
He
reading
said
the
it, guys.
article.
You heard
Don't
him.
nobody
You
come in
heard
here
him.
and want to clip this crap and say
You heard
Alonzo said
us.
the Batman was
Hey,
a
hey,
hit. All
Danny.
right,
Danny, right now. This is the time, right here. Clip it.
'Cause that's AI. That no, we're not doing that. Yeah, 100%. That's AI. So here's the thing that I was thinking about this too. Right? It says when Clayface arrives in theater, there's no Batman cameo. Well, you could still have a Batman cameo without casting a Batman, right? It could be a silhouette or just to show that he's there.
The back of
So
him,
yeah, you don't
or
need to
yeah, you
have.
see him on the a building looking down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%. So you don't really need to have a Batman cast to put a cameo in there. So again, this is the inexperience that they talk about when they talk about with James Gunn.
Mhm.
Despite fans' demands, it's been made clear on several occasions that Robert Pattinson's Batman will not be joining the DCU. Mm. Win for Anzo on that one. Thank you.
Just wait till it makes another $1 billion, and then it doesn't matter what James Gunn says. Once again, his inexperience of being a studio head. Shut the hell up.
You see, now you want to use it to bolster your argument over
No,
there, right?
I
We're
also,
not
I
doing
also,
that. No, no.
no, I also don't think he should be doing this. I think Batman, if you're gonna do a DCU, Batman should be one of the first movies you put out. Stop putting all
Agreed.
this other crap out. So, like,
Agreed.
if you're gonna do it and you're gonna keep the Batman, just keep it or merge them,
Agreed.
one or the other.
And what's funny too about it too, right? Because it says that there was a lot of things that he had planned that didn't come to fruition yet, right? And I'm
Mhm,
like, yeah, but what did come was Creatures Commandos, which was a
mhm.
cartoon. It was pretty good,
It's good.
right? But it's not what we want to see. You have the Green Lantern coming out as a TV series. I guess
Mhm,
that's okay. But you have no talks of Wonder Woman. You have no talks of Batman. And I think
mhm,
what happens with James Gunn is like he's a Superman guy. And he wants to make sure that Superman's family is all good. So you get Superman, you get Crypto, you get the Supergirl. And I'm like, bro, like Supergirl shouldn't even be a thought right now. It just shouldn't be a thought. You should be working on Batman and you should be working on Wonder Woman. And if you want to wait until Matt Reeves does his Batman, then have Wonder Woman in that place. You know what I mean? Like Wonder Woman should be going on now. That's why you get that movie done and then you start working on the Batman. I don't
I
understand
think
the
Supergirl
direction
is
he's
going to be
going.
fine, but I have no problem with him doing Supergirl as long as you have your Batman, as long as you have your idea of who your Wonder Woman is going to be. You need to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
your Trinity before you at least have a knowledge of your Trinity. Those don't have to be the three movies that come out immediately, but those you have to have an idea of who they're going to be and focus on it. So I don't want to go to Snyder, who never got a chance to put out the Batman movie, which I think would have been more suited to him. I don't
Mhm.
want to get to that point where you have an opportunity to do something and we don't get to see it because you're waiting and holding and waiting and holding and waiting and holding. Because then what something happens and we never get it.
100%. And listen, say what you want to about the Snyderverse, and here we go back to the Snyderverse. But I'm gonna say something good, Mama Bear. So um I think that Warner Brothers panicked way too quick. They panicked way too quick because
Mhm.
Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League,
It's
I'm
not bad.
sorry, was fire,
It's not
right?
bad.
Now, what I think they would have done is, of course, they wouldn't have made it a 4 hour movie. They only made it 4 hours because it was going to be on HBO Max. But if you cut an hour off of that movie down there, and it rivals Endgame,
No, I
one
don't
hundred
think you're
percent.
right. I don't think it rivals the end game because you don't have the stakes. That's the problem. And they should have done a Batman movie to give him more screen time.
I
He
agree.
literally, Ben Affleck could have carried the entire franchise. He literally could have done it. He was
Mhm.
that dude.
You
He's
know,
the one
just
you look at him, he's Batman. And
Zack
it
Snyder's Justice
pisses me
League is
off.
better than Endgame, though. Yeah, but Zack Snyder's Justice League is better than Endgame. 100%. It's not. Oh my god, I'm clipping this. I made Brian walk off the set of the rewind. No, it's not better than Infinity War, but
Oh,
it's better than Endgame.
oh my God.
I know Mama Bear will agree with me on that. I know Donnie unfortunately agrees with me on that. But yeah, I think it's better. I think it's better. But let's get finished up with this article and then go on. According to the insider, I'm clipping that, Brian. There is no way I am not clipping that. I made Brian rage quit on the rewind. According to the insiders, Daniel Richmond, the Brave and the Bold is not coming for years. That's the mistake. That's the mistake. The bold and the brave and the bold not coming out for years. Instead, Gunn is pushing to get the Batman 3 out faster. He wants that trilogy over. He wants to move on. He doesn't want two Batmans.
You know what's
While
going to
with
happen?
Go ahead.
We're never going to see a Batman movie.
Yeah, 100%.
We're never going to
Because
see his Batman movie. They're going to go. They're going to go through the sale. They're going to look at the sales of the Batman. He's going to say, "I'm not doing it. I'm not putting Robert Pattinson in because he opened his big mouth." And they're going to say that you're not going to be the head of the company anymore. And they'll find a
agreed.
new creative
Agreed.
operator. Instead of doing CEO, they'll make him COO and let whoever's running just continue to run the show. And that's what's going to happen. And we're never going to get James Gunn's Batman, which I don't want James Gunn to be involved in the Batman, but the Batman needs to happen in this DCU because I think he's done good things. But he's so, I mean, you have to be arrogant to be a great TV head and director and all stuff. You have to be arrogant, but you lose people in it. And I think you're losing people in it because he just can't get out his own damn way. He's
And
like,
you know
don't go
what's
full Taika, don't go full gun.
facts, 100%. And you know what the problem is, though? If it doesn't work, this is going to be another rebooting of the DCU. Now, Marvel is doing a soft reboot, right? But after 20 years, it got to the point where they needed to because their last phrase was absolute garbage. I don't know why they went off the rails with that last phrase, but I think you could see some of the kinks going forward in the phase before that, right? You could
Mhm.
see kind of was kind of like, oh, what are you guys doing? And then that phase came on. They just went strictly off the rails. So it's like, you know what? Let's do a soft reboot. And then they're going to do a soft reboot. And you may have the first 5-10 years fire. And then they're going to end up probably having to go back. They're probably going to end up going back to the same things again. I hope they learn from their mistakes. But this will be the second time we're rebooting the DCU. That's going to be crazy. You know what I mean? Like you can't get the superheroes right. You know why you can't get the superheroes right? Because you keep hiring people who have no idea about the characters. Stop doing that. There are people in Hollywood who are actual comic book fans who can actually tell you how to put some of these comic book characters and movies together. Go to the people who do the animation.
Oh,
Go
100%.
to them.
Well, I'm probably in the minority of this for a lot of people, but I think Snyder what knew what to do, and the studio
Mhm.
made him speed it up. I don't necessarily like what Snyder was going to do with his story. I always said I don't think I like where he was going to go, but I think he understood how to do it, and
Mhm.
they rushed it, trying to compare
Mhm.
themselves to Marvel, and they
Yes.
shouldn't because
Yes.
DC has the better characters. They have the better superhero. When you think of a superhero, your first idea is Superman. Your
Mhm.
next idea is Batman. It's before you even get to
100%.
Spider-Man. It's Superman and Batman. You have two of the greatest of all time. So, like, what you don't compare yourself to them. You make them compare themselves to you by taking it slowly. If they would have done that the first time, if Snyder was able to do that, I think he would have built something that I might not agree with all the movies or the storyline, but it would have been something that could have been sustainable for a long time.
Absolutely. 100%. Now let's just get back to this final paragraph here. Said, while it would admittedly be odd to have Patterson's Batman in theaters at the same time as the Brave and the Bold version, provided they're different enough, you think the two franchises could coexist. Gunn wanting to avoid confusion makes sense, but trying to rush Reeves to get his threequel done seems ill-advised. Plus, the Batman 2 is scheduled for a 2027 release. This could mean that we won't see the DCU Batman until the end of the decade. For
Yep.
that reason, we're recommending taking this rumor with a grain of salt. We're sure Gunn will chime in on social media to address it if he
He
sees
always
fit
does.
to. Which I think, like someone said earlier, I'm not sure who it was that they said that James Gunn did debunk that. Which, if
He
he did,
debunked. No, he debunked that exactly what we just talked about. Pat Rob Pattinson being and someone who goes the Brave and Bold for Batman. He won't be
mm,
in the Brave and Bold for Batman. So I think he debunked that. He said all those things, and he also said Grant Gustin's not going to be the Flash, and they're going to
yeah, yeah,
go a few years without being the Flash and all that stuff. He said a lot of things, but maybe he shouldn't. Maybe he should just shut up,
facts.
let things go, see what the fans take you.
Hmm.
And once again, if the Batman 2 does $1 billion, there's no way you can't do the Batman 3. So you
Hmm.
paint yourself into a corner.
Hmm.
Especially you want to do the Bat family. Then just let Patterson be the old Batman. And you can continue to do what the hell you wanted to do. And it doesn't matter. And I just don't like the idea, instead of bringing your people together, your fanhood together, you keep on separating them. And if you
Hmm.
keep on separating them, you're going to be left with a third of the people. So
Because
you should have brought in
you
the Snyder people. You should have bring
yeah,
in the Matt Reeves people. You bring
yeah.
them all in and say, I respect what you're going to do, but we're going to do this storyline now. And have them
Be-
all be part of it.
because you kind of make a point, right? He comes out with his Batman and it's not good, right? Let's just say it's not good. It's kind of like on the Superman level, jokey, and people don't like it. Now you're gonna get, well, the Batman was a lot better, so why didn't you just do that instead of doing what you did? And James Gunn is just doing his James Gunn stuff. And listen, I think James Gunn is very good, but he has a certain lane that he needs to stay in when it comes to making movies, right? Kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy ensemble type of stuff. I think he's going to take some of these movies, and like you said, if he is even remotely involved in Batman in any type of way, we're going to get a jokey Batman, and it's not going to go well. It
Yeah,
is
I hate that.
not going to go down well. You're already making a mistake by doing Damien first.
Can you imagine again? Yeah, you are for Batman, for with Robin. But can you imagine if he said, "Hey, it's still my thing, but I want to bring Zack Snyder to do Batman because I know that he would have done a great Batman."
Hmm.
And then he said, "But we're going to have Patterson be something in it. Maybe he's Bruce Wayne, but we're going to go move past Bruce Wayne, but he's going to be in there and he'll be there longer. Whatever you want to do, because you want to bring this whole Bat family out, because that's the storyline he wants to go with. If he brought everyone together and all DC fanhoods under the same umbrella, how much money you can make? So
Absolutely.
DC has a limited amount of fans, and you start cutting them out, you're going to not make as much money. It doesn't matter how good things work.
Absolutely, 100%. And I think that's kind of a big mistake that um is gonna happen. I really do. I hope he doesn't make it jokey, but if he does, it's gonna be a big problem. And like you said, right? We don't even know if he's gonna be around. If you're talking the next decade, we don't know if he's gonna be around, if he's gonna be the head. I think if
Mm.
Supergirl, if they buy it and Supergirl flops, Netflix will probably give him one more movie, maybe two, to see what he can do. And if either one of those movies don't do good, by James Gunn, we're gonna move on to a next direction, and now we got to worry about a whole new DC reboot. And I don't
I'm
want.
not. I don't think Supergirl will flop. I don't but I don't think it's going to make as much money as everyone else thinks it's going to make.
Mhm.
Um, but it's a risk that you don't need to take.
Mm-hmm.
You should have figured out Batman immediately. You should, or if you
Mm-hmm.
weren't going to do that, you should have done Wonder Woman immediately, and
Mm-hmm.
then did this. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
taking risk on characters that you're not sure are going to hit. Just the characters
100%.
themselves might not hit. It might great story, characters don't hit, people don't go see it. So if you're going to do that,
100%.
if I'm going to strike out, I'm striking out swinging for the fences. I'm not striking out trying to hit a single.
Exactly. And then you get, right, you get the Superman come out and everybody loves Mr. Terrific. That should be a movie you put on your slate, right? That should be a movie. It's like, you know what? We're going to do a Mr. Terrific movie. Maybe not now, but in the future, Mr. Terrific goes on the straight. And I don't think you wait too long, right? You maybe plant him in, like, I guess the Batman movie a little bit here. You plant him in the Supergirl movie a little bit here, right? And then boom, you get a Mr. Terrific movie because you don't want to get the momentum that you had from Superman dying because you waited 5 years to do a Mr. Terrific movie. Most people that watched the Superman said Mr. Terrific was the best part of that movie.
It was.
You know what
It
I'm
was.
saying? So you got to do what, and I think that's what James Gunn is not doing. Like you're sitting there and you're only going with what you want, what you like, instead of listening to what the fans like and what the
Mm,
fans want. I get it. Sometimes you watch a movie and it's like, oh, I never knew I needed this movie until I watched it. You know what I mean? And
mhm,
but when you do something like that, you kind of sneak it in between the money makers, right? So you Superman, then Batman, then
mhm,
you come out with something a little bit sneaky, then you come out with Wonder Woman, then you come up with another upset. You know what I mean? Like you don't
mhm.
just I don't know. I think he's going about it the wrong way.
I agree. I think that he's doing it the wrong way, and I would hope that he would look at it and choose something different.
Me too, 100%. Let's get to the comments, guys. Let us know what you think in the chat, and we'll go through these comments real quick. I want to see what you guys think. Are you guys want to see a Brave and the Bold? Do you want to see Mr. Pattinson in the DCU? But let us know what you think. We'll get to the comics right here. Um, Collector said, if Anzo watches House of Dragons, I want to know immediately his reaction. All right, I got you on that. I love Titanic. It's a classic, very first PG-13 movie I ever saw. So you got a little history to it there. I
Mhm.
get you 100%. That's why I'm with Star Wars. Star Wars was the first movie I ever seen in theaters, and I've been a fan ever since. Titanic could be a discussion itself. I would want to be there to explain it. Yeah.
I don't know
mm,
if I'm gonna give it that much time to it. Honestly, and that was
okay.
my problem with Titanic. I was looking like, I don't know if I really want to see this. Why do I
Okay.
care about these all these bougie people that want to be on this big ass ship because you're being stupid and you don't think about icebergs? Like, whatever.
Facts. Uh, Batman is the only DC film that makes money in recent years. I can say
Yeah, it
that.
has been, and that is
Yeah, yeah.
recent for a while. Well, no, because Aquaman made a lot of money.
Yeah. Aquaman. Wonder Woman did pretty well too. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? So it made money. Plus the original Superman movies, they
Oh,
made money. Even though it was a different time, movies weren't making as much money as this. It still made money for its time. So
yeah,
he said, "Yep,
I think that you're going to be fine with a lot of these characters still, and I think DC is going to be fine. But I think Batman's the biggest money maker of characters. You know
yeah,
why?
agreed."
You want to know why? Because he ain't a superhero.
Here we go.
He ain't a superhero. He's my favorite DC. He's definitely my favorite DC character. He's not superhero, so he's a dude. That's why he resonates with people. He
Oh,
resonates because he's just a guy. You could be, the only reason
bro.
why all men aren't black men is we don't have billions of dollars and our women won't let us go out at night. If that was the case, there would be a billion Batmen out in the world. If we had billions of
Hey,
dollars and we could go out at night.
hey, we would go out at nighttime and be like, where the hell you going? I'm going to fight crime, baby. Oh yeah, tell that bitch I said hi. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't matter, you know. You would see us on the news being heroes and shit. Yeah, and he said that crime, and he
I
said, yeah,
know where
well,
you were. I
yeah,
know where you were.
yeah, yeah. Who'd you go see after that,
You
though?
ain't
Huh?
why
Where
why
were
why
you?
Wonder Woman girl ain't gonna ever wear no
Facts,
pants. I ain't letting you out
facts,
there. You gonna be right here next
facts.
to me.
Fact, fact. Oh, you know that Wonder Woman chick, eh? I don't like her. Why not? There's just something about her I don't like. Yeah, we know why you don't like her. They said earlier on that they don't want different versions of the same superhero, so not to confuse fans. That's why Superman and Lois got canceled early. Really? That's why they canceled Superman and Lois?
Which was phenomenal. That show was so good.
I know it was stupid. Stupid to cancel. I mean, I'm. You know what? I love the ending to it. I also think that you know what, you end it when it's on a high, right?
Mm.
You end it when it's on a high. Some of these shows, I think they go on too long, and then it's like,
The
oh my
Flash,
god,
Grant
the
Gustin.
Flash. Yeah,
They should have finished it. Season 7 should have been the last season.
agreed, agreed. It went on too far. Went on too far. Disney didn't do any marketing for John Connor. That's why it failed to become a franchise. That's not the only reason, though,
No,
Relic. That's
no,
not
they
the
did
only
a
reason.
lot of marketing for it in the United States, and it was just it's poorly done, and people didn't resonate, and they didn't explain a lot of the story, and some of the action was so unbelievable, and they didn't explain why it was so unbelievable, and it's just they spent a lot of money. Why would you spend $250 million on a movie 20 years ago and not market it? No,
Yeah,
it got marketing.
but it was just it was garbage, absolute garbage. I had huge hopes for John Carter. To personally, I didn't really know nothing about it. When I seen the trailer, I said it looks okay, but there was that but. And then I went and seen it, and I was like, yeah, I know where that but came from. Oh my god, this movie was but.
I would say I actually liked John Carter. But there's no way I would want a sequel or trilogy. There's no way I would want anything else to go with it.
And I have bad takes.
No,
I have bad
I know.
takes.
No, and most people in the world did not like John Carter. I could recognize that. I definitely understand that most people didn't like. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind. I
The-
just knew it, but it wasn't a franchise type of movie. It was a movie that was one and done, and just okay. I saw it. All right. Did I care about the character? No.
Collector, you're gonna have to start taking me for my takes now when you hear something like that. All right, like and again, I told
I
you,
didn't say it was great. I said I
no, no, no,
liked it. That's
no,
two
no.
different things.
I told you guys. Brian likes everything. You know what the commercial? Hey, Mikey, he likes it. That's Brian.
I didn't like the
Brian
first
likes everything.
Justice League. I did not like the first Justice League. Not at all.
Yeah,
I don't like
nobody liked.
Batman versus
No,
Superman.
nobody liked
I
that one.
I don't like
Okay,
Batman versus
so
Superman.
so 9 times out of 10,
Okay,
then there's
there's
going to
another
be a
one.
movie that
I
Brian doesn't like.
I don't like Prince of Persia. I hated the casting of it. I didn't like Last Airbender. I can name this all. The Village. Everything M. Night Shyamalan does, I pretty much hate it. So,
Again, 9 times out of 10, there's gonna be that one movie he doesn't like. But the 9 other movies that were trash, that I'm just gonna come on here and keep it real and tell you was trash, he's gonna
so
like it.
so you tell me 9 out of 10 movies are trash? That's what you're saying. That's what he
No,
just said,
no,
guys. No. Listen to what he just said. He just says he thinks 9 out of 10 movies are trash. So how
no,
can
no,
you
no,
believe
no,
this?
no, 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 no,
That's
that's
what
not
he
what. No, no,
it came
that's
out your
not what I
own
said.
mouth.
No, no, no. I
Again,
just
once
said.
again, clip it again. We'll hear it. We'll know exactly. I will play it for you guys next week. That's how we're going to start the show next week. The rewind. Start next week with Anzo saying that.
He said, "Hell yeah, the Batman is dog water. Facts, 100%." See, me and Relic are on the same page when it comes to that one. We all know Anzo's going to hate the Batman 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 if he chooses to make without a shadow of a doubt. There are some things that you can depend on every day, and it's going to be Anzo hating on the Batman, 100%. James Gunn is a moron. He canceled the Superman and Lois show that fans don't confuse the Superman with TV Superman. He thinks fans are idiots. I kind of think he he's not giving us enough credit that we deserve.
Yeah.
That I think. Gunn is currently busy filming Man of Tomorrow. Oh, Brian just left. All right. He said exactly, really. Yeah, Mama Bear, we already know that any chance we get to trash James Gunn, you were there for it. No doubt about it. So the numbers don't lie, Anzo. The Batman made a whole lot of money at the box office. So did Transformers. So did Transformers. It says he came back, but then it's not showing him. And Transformers made billions of dollars at the movie theaters. You tell me which one of those Transformer movies were good. None of them. James Gunn should not be allowed to be on the planet where they're making Batman Brave and the Bold movie. I agree with you, Danny. Brian popped back in, but okay, there we go.
Why did
There
you
we go.
kick me out, man? What is up with your Canadian stuff? That's yeah. Any
That's your American internet. I was going fine. Like mine is just going strong.
From the beginning, my camera's been like messing up. I'm like, what is happening? I have the most internet that anyone could get. I'm like, what is happening with this? It's crazy. It is on
It's okay.
purpose because I don't like certain things. He's going to try and kick me out. That's what's happening, guys.
So Swamp Thing was being created before James Gunn. That's why there's no Batman cameo. I thought it was uh Clayface, not Swamp Thing. But
Clayface and no, that's
Swamp
James Gunn did Clayface.
Swamp Thing is another one they could do. It could be like your DCU Hulk, you know what I mean? But again, you got to do that later. You got to get the Batman and Wonder Woman out. It's Gunn's universe. He will have to add notes at least to keep the continuity. Yeah, 100%. Waiting to find out who Gunn cast as Wonder Woman slash Cyborg.
I don't think he's even near there. He's
Same
still
here.
worried about this stuff. Like he doesn't have any clue what he's going to do going forward. I really feel like he's playing it by ear, but he's only listening to his own self, and I think that's always worrisome.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm saying about a lot of these guys, right? When you have nothing but yes men in your corner, that's a problem. You got to have somebody in there that's able to tell you, like, no, we're not going to do that. You know what I mean? That's not a good idea. Maybe you should try this or that, because I think that's what happened to George Lucas and the prequels. He had a bunch of yes men around him, and that's why a lot of people aren't a fan of the prequels. Prequels are great, by the way,
They're
but
not great, but because I've said there's some of them that are bad. There's just some of them that are bad. I think the second best movie that they've ever made is probably a prequel.
yeah, Revenge of the Sith, 100%.
Yeah, in my opinion, Tank would probably try to kill me for saying that, but I still believe it.
Let's stop planning all this stuff ahead of time. I agree.
Let
I agree.
the people tell you what they like, and then
Mhm.
give the people what they want.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely. 100%. I think that's one thing that, and I'm going to use a wrestling analogy for this one, right? Because when you're in a wrestling ring or wrestling, we all know it's scripted, whatever, but the one that gets over is the one that connects with the fans, right? So Triple H, because he's running, or Vince McMahon, they may love the Rock, right? And I'm just using that as an example. They may love The Rock. Oh, this is a great character. But if the crowd don't like The Rock, then there's no way he's ever going to be champion. And it's the same thing with these movies here. You got to realize what makes money, what the fans want, right? For example, Marvel didn't want to do the Black Panther movie. Right? And it's like, oh, we're not doing that. Then they did it, and it made $1 billion, and now they just Black Panther has to come out. So
Yeah,
again,
they also don't love the Black Panther, so don't talk about Marvel. Marvel don't love us.
I know, but I just wanted to use that as an example. You know what I mean? Because I knew where it was going to trigger to Brian. I just want to use an example. That's why I didn't say nothing about killing T'Challa and stuff like that, because I knew where it was going. At this point, they have the writers and directors of the Flash movie working on Brave and the Bold. The Flash movie.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought once again Michael Keaton was good in it, but is that it? But he was so old, it was hard for even that,
Absolutely, 100%. Agreed. Batman would have been better choice for Snyder. Absolutely. Melissa Barrera as Wonder Woman. Okay.
Is she big enough? Wonder Woman has to be Amazon.
Yeah. Agreed.
So if you're
I
not
got
5'8", 5'9", at least, I don't think you be. I can believe you as Wonder Woman. You can call you petite woman, but you're not Wonder Woman. You know, you should be Supergirl then. Don't be coming to me if you're not at Amazon.
I was gonna say I got your Wonder Woman casting, Kiki Palmer, but she's a little bit too petite too. You know what I mean? She don't work. She's too petite. Collector movement laughing. Annie Adams was bad casting for Lois Lane.
A
Amy
100%.
Adams. Yeah,
Who
I
the
agree.
hell is going to fight
I
over
agree.
her right there? I was
Yeah,
like,
I agree. I agree. I agree. And I think even though Corn Sweat did a good job as Superman, I think you could have got a better Superman too. You know what I mean?
I
I'm
don't
kind of
hate
on.
him because
I
he's
don't
a
hate him
big
either.
dude.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
a
hate him
big
either.
dude, and it kind of
Uh,
works.
I don't hate him either, 100%. I don't hate him either at all. I think he portrayed Superman the way Superman should have portrayed. But I'm kind of like Danny, where at this point, you want to get a buffer Superman.
He's a
I think,
big dude. He's 6'4", 240.
yeah, I know, but he's not Henry Cavill big. You know what I'm saying?
He's taller and weighs more.
But he's not cut like Henry Cavill is. You know what I mean? Like, there's no comparison. There's no
Christopher
comparison.
Reeves
Like,
wasn't that either.
no, I
And he,
agree,
and,
one
and
hundred
he was
percent.
the best Superman ever. But
Agreed.
but he was big enough, and he's going to grow into this character, especially as Superman in his early part of his year. He's only 3 years in. He can still gain weight and become even bigger, even though it wouldn't make any sense because technically Superman wouldn't need to get bigger.
Yeah. Right. No, I'm right there with you. Like, I don't think I know that's a Danny thing that Superman needs to be, big and muscular. I don't think so. Christopher Reeve was fine as Superman. Um, Michael Keaton was fine as Batman, right? But I can understand with this day and age and the look of certain things that people would want a bigger one. I just I think I am probably what it was for me is I don't think the suit was fitting for him. You know what I mean? The Superman suit, and that's the problem. I think you could have put him in a better Superman suit. But Fernando, my man, said I'm with Anzo. Justice League was better than Endgame. See what I'm
Hey,
saying?
whatever y'all smoking, y'all should give it to everybody else too, because I mean, it must be high quality.
That I don't like Zack Snyder, but I don't like Endgame. But there's no way just Snyder versus League is better. There's no way.
There's no
Yes,
way.
sir. Yes, there is.
There's
Yes,
none.
there is.
Like literally,
Yes, there is, brother.
only way it is if you smoke something real, some of the stickiest ickies of the
No, no,
stuff,
no,
and
no,
then watch
no,
it.
no.
That must be what happened,
Yes,
Anzo.
there is. No, yes, there is. It's definitely Biggaford Entertainment. Don't believe what Jeff Snyder said. Um, okay. What did he say? I think I must have
So
missed
most of
that.
these reports come from Jeff Snyder.
Oh, I got you. I got you. And I'm not gonna say I believe it. I just thought it was something interesting because, like I said earlier, I think it got debunked. But it is what it is. I believe DCU Batman will come out in 2028. Yeah, that's a long time.
I think it's 2030.
And that's even longer.
If it
That's
was
crazy.
2028, it'll have to be filming now.
Yeah, good point. And I don't even think he has a script yet, right?
Mm-mm.
So yeah, you're right. Thank you, Anzo. I've been telling them Guns Batman will be jokey. I'm not necessarily saying that, Mama
If
Bear. I'm saying
Gunn
it's
does it, if he
yes, it's
does
a
it, it could be dope.
possibility. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a possibility, right? We can't sit here and say that there's no possibility that it's going to be jokey. If we know James Gunn history, there's a definitely possibility. Now, here's the thing. I don't think having jokes in Batman is a problem, right? You can do jokes in a way where it actually fits with the narrative and what's going on. But if you're doing Guardians of the Galaxy type of joke, that's a problem. But I don't think it can't be jokey. I
He's
just
a
think
dude. If Batman is a dude, you can do jokes, whatever. It doesn't mean that
yeah,
it's a jokey film. I feel like
yeah,
Ben Affleck did some jokes in it. He wasn't a jokey character.
yeah.
He had some
Agreed.
jokes in it. So I
Agreed.
think Ben Affleck was remarkably cast. I think that's probably the best casting you ever seen. So
Agreed. Like, one of the examples I come to was in Justice League War, right? When he first meets the Green Lantern and they're walking in the tunnel and he steals the Green Lantern ring. He takes his ring and he's smiling at him, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of jokes you can do with Batman.
mm,
That works. But you can't have Batman doing Star-Lord shit. That doesn't work. You know what I mean? Or
agree.
even people in his crew doing that like, if you put that Star-Lord kind of stuff in it, then you're ruining the movie. The jokes have to be organic, you know. Supergirl going to crush. Okay. Uh,
So Fernando thinks it's gonna be $1 billion movie,
Wow.
and
No.
even if it's good, I don't think it could do it because it's just the way it's placed.
Agreed. I don't think so. Biggaford Entertainment, DCU, you Batman, Brave and the Bold movie will be fantastical, and James Gunn number one pick for an actor is Paul Anthony Kelly. Uh, okay, that's interesting. Listen, I know it's going to be fantastical. That's not what I'm worried about. Not at all. Supergirl will flop.
I think it's gonna be somewhere in between.
Yeah, me too. I think it's gonna probably do as good as Superman did. Maybe a little less, maybe a little
I
better,
think
but it's
I
gonna
think
be around that number.
I don't think it makes it's hard to make $600 million and do what Superman did because you need the international number. And I don't know if a woman's going to be able to carry it internationally because that's how people are because they're sexist. So it's hard for me to say that this is going to make the money internationally that it needs to make. But to help with all this, the Jason Momoa effect was going to help it make money. I don't think there's any way it flops with Jason Momoa attached to it. So like I see somewhere around 450 to $500 million, which is a very good showing for Supergirl.
I
It's a
agree.
good showing.
I
But
agree.
just with Jason Momoa being there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Batman since Justice League is the only one that makes money. I got you. Absolute Batman isn't rich.
It's true. He's not
Oh,
rich.
that's the new one you're talking about, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Really? He's not a rich guy.
Nope. Nope. But he's also a giant human being. Like he's walks
Yeah,
around
yeah,
but that's not who Batman normally is. But you can do that.
yeah. 100%, 100%. And if he's not rich, then you can make him black. John Carter and Prince of Persia had chance to be great, but bad CGI and storylines. They had the chance. They had the chance. I thought I was going to have high hopes for Prince of Persia.
I
Not
hated the
just
casting of Prince of Persia.
Prince
It's
of Persia was
nasty.
garbage. Not just Prince of Persia though. Assassin's Creed I thought would had potential to be good too, and they just uh, they didn't know how to make comic video game movies and comic book movies at the time, bro.
They're
Uh,
getting better now, but
they are.
it's hard for me to look at Jake Gyllenhaal and say that you're going to be able to lead Prince of Persia. He's in the fucking
Agreed.
Middle East. It's
Yeah,
like,
I agree. I agree. In the life commercial, they actually say initially, don't give it to Mikey. He hates everything." Yes, I
oh,
know. I
you're
know. Yes, I.
Mikey. That's what it is. I knew something. Anzo's Mikey. Don't give it to Anzo because he hates everything.
Thanks, Mama Bear. I know the original commercial. I knew that. I knew that. I was just trying to. Yes, thanks, Mama Bear. Really. You see, you truly are a spoiler king now.
Spoiler queen. She don't have to be king. She's a queen.
Spoiler queen. Whatever.
Put some
Black
respect on that name.
Black Man Howard the Duck was not trash. They were fire. Agreed. 100%. I love Robert Pattinson's Batman. Then I think you need to start smoking the drugs that I be smoking because you'll realize how crap they are. The first Transformers, the best. None of the rest were good. The first Transformers was garbage. The
First
first two Transformers.
is the best one. The first
I would say
Transformers is the best one. It is.
I would say it's the best one out of the Michael Bay ones. Well, no, I like
The
Beast,
first two.
Rise of the Beast.
So,
Um,
oh man, Tank don't he say that. He thinks that's
yeah, I know.
the worst. Yeah, I can hear him say, "What?" Like all the way in this house.
I say this. I hated the first Transformers because Megatron beats the crap out of Optimus Prime at the end of that movie, and that has never happened in the history of Transformers, right? Even in the movie, Megatron got his way, but Optimus Prime still comes up on top. So I didn't like that. And then you had Sam Witwicky was the one that killed Megatron at the end of that movie. Didn't like it. The only thing I liked about Transformers 2, because I seen it on IMAX, and I could kid you not, that forest scene with Optimus Prime was one of the best scenes. I loved it. And then they killed him. So yeah, there was that. He said the Canadian internet doesn't like Brian. Yeah, we
I
don't
don't know
like
what it
Americans
is.
over
I don't
here.
understand, man. Don't y'all see? I got Canada flag. Look at this. Come on, guys.
He's trying. We're giving him the benefit of the doubt. He's trying.
I
That's
love it.
because
Hey, that's gonna keep me up for the end of that.
yeah, facts. That's because y'all started off talking about X Files. You encourage spooky ish. Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
some ghost stuff. That's what happens,
Yeah,
man.
we do. Gunn doesn't listen to fans. People complain that Superman blinked in the trailer when hit with can can fix that. I guess I have to go look back and see if they did fix it.
I don't care if
Uh,
he did. Something I'm
Star
not gonna worry
Wars
about.
episode. What's that?
I'm not gonna hate on something like that. That's so small. Like, why would
Yeah,
I
yeah,
care?
yeah, 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 yeah. Me too. It's like you guys nitpick on any little thing. Oh, he blinked his eye. So what? You know what I mean? The one thing that I can nitpick on and I don't is in Marvel. Whenever Hulk is getting shot with a bullet, he's always like covering up, and I'm like, no,
Just,
no. Watch
just
the
what?
cartoon, watch the comic. Hulk stabs their bullets, bounce off him like he's Superman. But
Yeah.
you're ducking and doing. I don't like that.
Hulk,
I
Hulk
hate that.
ducks, and then Luke Cage just stands there and like he knows. So
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't like that. Prequels are great Star Wars, but bad movies. Uh,
Ugh.
uh,
I still think three. So there's parts of episode three that I don't like. There are parts, but I think overall that's a really really good movie. I think the story, I think the action scenes, all that stuff is really good. I think there's a lot of one I don't like. There's a lot of one I
mhm.
don't like, but I do like Qui-Gon Jinn. Even though I don't like whatever. I do like the maturity of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think episode two is trash. Episode two is what I think is
That's
trash.
because you don't understand it. All right,
Yeah, it
you
doesn't matter.
don't like it
I
because
love
your
no, because I
IQ
love
is too
Clone
low.
Wars. I love Clone Wars, and they did a terrible ass job of explaining
Mm-mm,
any of that ish.
mm-mm,
It was terrible. It was trash.
mm-mm.
You can take that to the bank.
Your IQ is too low to understand what he was really trying to do with Attack of the Clones. All right, this is
You should
what
have
low
tried harder.
IQ. And look, we got
You should
another
have
low
tried harder.
IQ in the chat. We
You
got
should have
another
tried
low
harder.
IQ dude in the chat, which I'm going to get to after this one. He said the main actress from Andor is also Jason Momoa's girlfriend, who makes the best Wonder Woman.
Mm.
Maybe, but Andor is trash. But here's another low IQ. The Phantom Menace is trash, but the other two are fire, especially Revenge. Okay, so I half trash, the rest good. So
No, I mean
I
Phantom
give it.
Menace is not overall. There's too many mistakes that it could have made it really good. But that's probably the problem. I
Mhm.
think once again, see, even episode two is not terrible because the fight you have with Yoda is fire. So there's
Agreed.
parts that that are Mace Windu is good, but then you don't kill him. Like there's a lot of stuff that's really really good. There's other parts that are problematic in episode one and episode two. Episode three, I think the story wasn't as great, but the action was so far superior to anything we've ever had in any Star Wars. I can never hate on it. I would never hate on it. That's wrong.
The only thing good in the Phantom Menace was the pod racing scene. And the dual
And
lightsaber
the,
fight at the end. What are we talking
in the
about?
end, you can't argue about the end. Come on. Except why did Darth Maul die? That's another problem. See, you know what I'm saying? Everything
Mhm.
you have good, there's a bad part to it. That's the problem I have with the prequels. Like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Like, come on.
Okay, so the relic said that's a terrible choice for Wonder Woman. A good choice would be one Gina Carano. No,
Oh
no,
my god.
absolutely not. Haley Atwell, yes, I can do that. And
I would let
Grace
Haley Atwell
Caroline,
be anything.
facts. Gina Carano is the worst. I won't say worst, but one of the worst female actresses out there. All right. She is horrible. I don't want to see her in anything anymore. Go back to the MMA because that's what she's doing. Her and Ronda Rousey are going to have a fight coming up soon. Stick to that. Stay away
Yeah.
from acting. David is actually like Harry, the difference in the tailoring of the suit.
Mhm.
I got you.
He's just as big. Like he's bigger in a lot of it.
Henry.
He's taller. He's taller than Henry Cavill is. He's just as big as he is. He weighs more. The dude is Superman. He can definitely be Superman. I didn't like the cut of the suit.
Yeah, neither. Oh, he is actually okay. That's on there. I didn't like Henry. I did not like Henry Cavill as Superman. Really, I think Supergirl will make 6 million or 700 million.
If
Six
it
hundred
does
million,
that,
700
if it does, I think I told someone I won't eat a hat.
million. Word is Lobo. It has a main role in Supergirl. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
and
you
he's
don't.
the
You
reason
yeah
why
yeah
it makes money. It's
yeah
going
yeah.
to make money because of that. You know,
Yeah, you don't put Jason Momoa in there and have him have a little cameo. No, he's in there because he's gonna have a main role in there, not just a one and done cameo. No, absolutely
no.
not. I know Australia will help because the actress who is playing Supergirl is from Australia. Yeah,
I'll tell you this: there's never been a time when the international money has been big because of Australia.
agreed. agreed.
That's not
Agreed.
the reason.
Yeah, agreed.
Australia did it. They down under.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
loaned us
agreed.
hundreds of millions of dollars.
Agreed.
That's not what happens.
Shit, Canada's not even the reason.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Everything to do with is Asia and America.
Yes. Yes, 100%. Like you see, I look at some of the numbers and you look at Canadian numbers and I'm like, okay. Like we don't really help much with the box office as much as
Your
China
population
and
is not as high as everyone thinks. The area of Canada is huge. The population is not as huge as you would think it
hmm
is. But
hmm
think about China. How when you have
Yeah,
4 billion people, like
absolutely.
that's when it's
Absolutely.
like, oh, man, that changes things.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. That's why they cater to those. They don't cater to Canada, you know what I mean? But they cater to places like China and them because they know, you put a little thing in there, and the Chinese people gonna love it, and they're gonna spend their money to watch it. So
But
they
they
don't
do
cater to
film
that.
everything in Canada, so that's okay.
Oh yeah, 100%,
It all balances
100%.
out.
Yeah, 100%. Um, Fun fact: in X Men, Days of Future Past,
Mhm.
right? Where they're having that battle in the Senate in the office where Mystique sneaks in and then she ends up getting shot.
Mhm.
That was my brother's friend's office.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? One of the worst part about it is, his brother's like me, comic book, video game stuff. He told his brother after they filmed shooting it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, they filmed the X-Men movie in my office yesterday." Like, really?
Couldn't let me be here?
Wow.
I couldn't
Yeah,
get,
he
like,
was
my
yeah,
signature?
yeah, he was pissed. He was pissed. Said, "You're welcome." He said, "That's for trying to race drop Wonder Woman and roll." Really? Actually, I just need information to be accurate. Exactly. Well, like, listen, we're gonna race bend the whole Justice League, all right? Hey man, if I should do a skit, I should really do a skit and have a bunch of black people. You know what I mean? Yeah, we should do that. Transformers, Decepticons just had to go online and buy glasses. No Samwick wiki needed. Facts. Dumb plot. Absolutely.
That's good.
James Gunn favorite Batman comic are from Niles Adams. It was dark. Put a side by side of Niles Adams Batman face and Paul Anthony Kelly's face. I got you. Super chat we have here from some geeky guy sent $5. Appreciate it. He said Onzo will be in a retirement home in diapers by the time the Batman Part 3 releases. You might be right.
I mean, if that's happening in the next 5 years, I guess possibly, but I don't think it should.
Haley Atwell is too old for Wonder Woman. I see her more as Hippolyta,
Hippolyta.
whatever the name is. That's it.
Hippolyta.
No,
But no,
no,
so Haley Atwell
no,
is not too old for nothing.
no.
She ain't too
That
old for
facts 100%.
nowhere.
One
Oh,
hundred percent.
no.
No, she is not. She could. Hey,
God.
listen. I want her in the Gal
No,
Gadot
stop,
suit.
stop, 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 stop. Say it again.
In the Gal Gadot suit.
No.
I
Say what
want.
you just said. I want to say from the beginning.
Oh, what's that? She's not too old for
No.
nothing.
Say I want
I want.
her.
I want her.
No, that's it.
I'm
That's
not.
it. That's it. That's it.
Okay. I got you.
100%. That's it.
I want her. I got you. Yes, I want her in that Gal Gadot suit. That one, because I know she fill it out a lot better than Gal Gadot did.
You can put her in any suit. I don't need her in anything. You can put her in nothing. I'll be good to go.
Facts. Ruth is tall and a fit for Superman. Got
Yeah,
you.
around
I think
this.
Gal Gadot is the worst choice for. I think Gal Gadot is a worse choice over Gina Carano. The very least, same acting capabilities, but Gina looks better.
Gal
Body
Gadot is
wise.
Yeah, maybe she fits the character, but Gal Gadot, guys, was super unit, like was Miss Universe. Like,
Yeah,
what are
yeah,
we
yeah,
talking about? Like,
yeah, yeah.
what are we talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, no, no. If you're talking body wise, I'll give
like
you that. But if you're talking about like prettier, oh, there's no way. Gina Carano's
okay,
kind. Gina Carano's kind of manly, to be honest
yeah,
with you. You know what I mean? There's no one. It's a Biggaford Entertainment. What about Sarah Pigeon as Wonder Woman? She's the same height as Gal Gadot. I don't think the same height is the problem. I think you want someone a little bit more, not
yeah.
too buffed, but
I thought Gal Gadot was a little skinny. I thought that
yeah,
even she was like on a level like that might be. She's only 5'8", and that's a little bit too small for me. I would want
agreed.
someone like I'm saying 5'9", 5'10", a little. I know it's not big, but a little bit of some arms, a little bit to you. Did you believe that I mean, look at Wonder Woman. Look at the comic books. Look at how she
Yeah,
looks. I
yeah,
mean, she's fine.
100%,
But come on, look at
100%.
what she's
And
supposed to be. You know.
I'm gonna say this, now, and I know people may not. Well, I know some of us here won't care, but we gotta stop thinking that making these characters look sexy is a problem. Right? We really got to stop doing that. We really got to stop saying, "Oh, well, we can't." I get it. You don't want her in like these nude bikini type of thing like they do in the comic. That's a little bit too far. But sometimes they go and they want to put like pants on them, and you know what I mean. They want to tape down the breasts and all kinds of stuff like that. And I'm like, no, these things are catered to young men. And the reason why a lot of these comic book characters, the female ones, did good is because they looked good, right? So we got to stop thinking that because we're sexualizing women because of that. And it's not the case. It's not the case.
I don't like over sexualization of women. I do not. I think that that's not necessary. But in comic books, I think sometimes I
They
just want
do.
you to make sense.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
but look at this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
a big,
100%.
strong woman. Like you,
Yeah, yeah.
it's hard for me to believe this big, strong queen, like God. She's she's really not immortal, but she's a demigod. So
Mm-hmm.
why are we not thinking of someone that's like that? That should be who we looking for. I need someone who
Agreed.
I can believe is a demigod that's big, strong, and Amazon.
Agreed. Because if we're gonna care about how the males look, then we should care about the females looking the same way, right? So, height shouldn't matter. Tom Cruise is short but plays tall characters. Yeah, I know.
No,
I feel
yeah,
you.
it's stupid. I don't say like him as Jack
Doesn't
Reacher.
like that.
It's
Yeah, Brian
stupid.
doesn't like that. Brian does not like that. Brian
What?
does not
I'm just
like
saying,
that.
like, yeah,
Trust
I
me.
will beat the crap out. Who you afraid? You afraid of that as Jack Reacher? Really?
Me, I don't care, but Brian don't like that. It's like, no, if you're
And
gonna get someone that's at least tall enough to do it. Don't pretend.
like, I
Uh,
want you to be able to look out the damn peephole in the damn door. That's all I'm
Facts.
saying.
The
Tell me,
first X-Men movie was in Canada, was in Canada, both Toronto and Quebec. Yeah, 100%. Every Transformer movie was filmed here in Montreal. Every X-Men movie so far to date had filmed in Montreal. Even Dark Phoenix was filmed here in Montreal. At least scenes, anyways, not the whole thing, but certain scenes. Yeah, Montreal. Haley's boobs shrank. She's not as sexy anymore. What?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I totally disagree. I
Yeah.
totally disagree.
No, what? What? Oh man, whatever.
All right, Mama Bear. Don't get smart. All right. You already know that some of these names I can't read properly. All right. So we ain't doing that. You don't need to correct me on that one. All right. I approve the comment, geeky guy. That's why I approved it. I got you. Okay. It wasn't there first and you approved it. Um, should not have been held for review. Okay. Um, I would like Sydney Sweetie to be Harley Quinn.
She's
What's
Black
that?
Cat. What are we doing?
Mm,
She's Black Cat.
yeah. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that.
Sh-
What's next?
Harley
Lizzo as
Quinn is
Wonder
this
Woman.
big, guys. Like like Harley Quinn is this big.
Eli said, "What's next? Lizzo as Wonder Woman and Shayla LaBeouf as Cyborg. Stick to the source material." So first off, Lizzo lost a lot of weight, so she might be able to pull it off. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And
Oh,
Shia LaBeouf just got his ass whooped on video the other day, so we ain't doing nothing
it's
with
racist
Shia
rant
LaBeouf.
and all that stuff, man. Come on, man.
We ain't doing nothing with Shia LaBeouf. Where were we? Uh, Brian be like Tom Cruise doing blackface for tall people. Ha ha ha. Yeah, 100%.
I don't like it.
Anzo
If he
can't
did it,
even pronounce my real name. I don't think I even cared to know your real name, geeky guy. I'm
ooh,
just saying. I'm showing you how to say it. No, I know. I'm just messing with you. I know. Shang Tsung. Here's the thing. I know how to say it. I do. But then I get it on screen and it like you listen to me and Brian, it looks like we can't fucking read certain
when
cursive.
you're reading a lot of stuff, it gets you. You know, you get tongue
And
tied after a while.
we're reading it on like a little screen too, right? So
Exactly. Why I'm
sometimes I
trying to
have
pay
to go
attention
to
to
the
everything else.
article. Yeah. So it's a little weird that way, but it's not that we can't read. Shang-Chi and both Ant-Man were filmed here in San Francisco, was background extra for Ant-Man. Yeah, I remember you telling me that, Eli. I remember you telling me that. Sydney Sweeney should have been Wonder Woman instead of Alcock. Okay.
I don't
And
agree with
Amy
that either.
Schumer. Yeah. Amy Schumer as Emma Frost. We don't want Amy Schumer or nothing.
I don't
What are
want
we
Amy
doing here?
Schumer nothing, man. What you talking
Yeah, what are
about?
we doing here? What are we doing here? But guys, thank you. We have reached the end of the show and we were able to get through all of your comments too. So that is great. Brian, tell the people where they could find you.
Yo, 1/3 Spoiler Kings. We go live tonight. We're gonna be watching The Expanse. We're finishing up season 5. Then we'll be live Mondays and Thursdays, and then I'll be with Anzo definitely on Saturdays. But we also do it on Thursdays. We're talking and breaking down all type of shows. Talking about Cross. We got talk about Paradise that's coming up. You guys
On
basically
Tuesday.
pay attention. You guys are going to watch Paradise. Paradise is phenomenal. I don't want you guys missing out.
Absolutely, 100%. And to make sure to check us out when we do the breakdowns for those episodes too, which will be on Tuesday at 9 o'clock, right? Still trying to figure out when I'm gonna do the Princess Bride. I guess maybe if these yeah, maybe if these guys do the
We
finish
can
up
do it
this
next. We can do it next Saturday. We can do Princess
yeah,
Bride next Saturday. We can just do that, and we'll do that instead of Expanse. We'll take a little break for Expanse, and that'll be it.
absolutely. That's what I was gonna say. We finish up season 5. We'll do it next Saturday for that. Plus, also, I'm gonna be doing some from stuff sending out because I see it's getting bit more views and stuff. So all of that. So check that out because we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff coming up soon in the next couple of months. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Other than that, guys, everybody in the chat, we love you. Thank you very much for popping in. Peace, love, and hair grease, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.